Hello, everybody, and welcome. We're D&D Boyband, a group of friends that all like to play D&D Pretty Boys because apparently it's not fantasy unless everybody's hot, especially the NPCs. This is an original D&D campaign set in the critical role world of Exandria. We are probably just about at the end of our 3 and a bit year campaign. Although we have a slightly different roster than when we started. The group are fighting one of their ex-party members, Ghost, in the city of Persona, who has been impersonating or has been mind controlling for some time the Bright Queen. And during the fight, there has been twists and turns. Various members of their families and allies have been summoned in, old enemies. But at the end of last session, the group seemed to have stabilized before a portal opened up, allowing the corrosive breath of Raishan, the disease devourer, to flow through the room, knocking out Ascor, knocking out Vespin and Essek, leaving a lot of the group worse for wear. We are going to recommence with Vespin having a death saving throw, followed immediately by Ghost turn. However, before we start that, I'm Dungeon Master Jamie, and joining me tonight are the Spice Boys. First of all, let me introduce Clued as Barnes.
I don't want to be here, I'm leaving, bye.
Eski as Zug.
Hello, hello.
Luke as Ascor.
Dungeons. No, dragons.
Erin as Hayden.
Dragons. Not
Nice.
dungeons.
And Hannah as Casadius.
Why not both?
All of the above. So, there are no
You
announcements tonight.
missed someone.
Oh, and of course, Ben.
No!
No, Sai. Oh my god.
Sai!
Why did I...
He's right
And also
there.
my mother, my cat.
It's okay.
Sai
I don't really
as
matter.
Aku.
Wait, you're not
Apologies.
dead yet? Wait, oh, sorry.
Sai as Aku, who is very kindly struggling against many things to be here, and I am clearly not appreciative, as I should be. And finally, thank you, Sai, and thank you, Ben, for being here and controlling some of my various NPCs and former player characters, and honestly making my life 1,000 times easier while I try to murder all of you. So, thank you very much. Great. So, to get back into it, you all have fought. You've destroyed some weird tentacle chattering creatures that seem to be trying to grab you in and pervading kind of the whole area with whispers that were kind of ravaging your minds. And now it's all of you alone for a while in the room with Ghost, except for the sudden arrival of Mr. Stoutcan, Rasha's Forge Master and surrogate father, the Banshee form of Kari, the zombie undead form of Aku's father, and of course surrounded by the NPCs who joined you, Vespin, Chloras, Essek, and Roman. The last wave to come through of corrosive acid breath has left the room, this kind of heavy smog that is kind of to trickle out and slowly separate. And as you all look around, you see that Essek is down, Vespin is down, Ascor is down. Is Roman down?
He is.
Roman is down. And what looked like to be just alone with you in the room with Ghost, the rest of you looking okay, now looks a little dicier. Looking at
so
Ghost,
much worse than I remember, Jamie, can I just say?
looking at Ghost, you see that there's like visible wear and tear. The clothes are kind of ripped and singed and sitted as well. There's lots of cuts all over him. Bows sticking out of various parts from Casadius and Hayden. However, where you see it reforming a little bit around some areas, where it's not, there is purple piercing light as whatever is inside is almost like leaking out whatever power he holds. It is, to start off with, hopefully not an ill omen. Ben, please don't tell me. Please only tell me the result of this. Could Vespin make a death saving throw? Oh.
I just heard Rotonia go boop.
Well, that's fine.
Is that a success? I think
That is a success, yes.
I think that is a success.
It is a success. Cool. Oh, and as a reminder, you are all immune to counterspell after some interesting interpretation of the rules and application.
Interesting.
After discussion, I think we made the right call. So good idea for whichever bastard thought that up. And it is now Ghost's turn. Who is
We skip it.
going to
Indigestion?
take out this like vicious-looking dagger. You can see there's an eye in it, kind of looking frantically from side to side, and stab downwards at Ascor.
There's no iron dagger.
Okay, that's a 29 to hit, which I imagine
Oh.
does.
It might just be me. I can't hear music. Is the music playing?
The music,
music
is
is-
playing, yes.
It's jamming.
100%.
It's jamming.
It's jamming.
This fat beats a lot.
That's 2 failed death saving throws, Ascor.
Oh, that's great news.
And you see he stands up,
Yeah.
and you see him move his hands up together, throws a little clear pearl with smoke flowing in it, and goes to clap his hands as he goes to cast Shatter. Oh, sorry, Scatter, not Scatter. Scatter.
The heck is
Mm.
scatter? I don't
Select
know
up to
him.
like 8
What is
creatures
that?
of your choice, and then
Move
move them
people
wherever the
away.
fuck you want them to.
Oh, I don't like that.
No, he's gonna send me to Africa. Don't do it.
I need my
It's
counter
like
spells.
mass. It's like mass dimension door, mass misty step or something.
Yep. You will have time to react. 60-yard range.
60-foot range.
Counter spell, sorry.
It's cats can't help.
There's so much to counterspell. Is this a spell?
This is a spell.
No.
You're not
Keeping
getting
my
counter spell.
reaction. No.
Okay. Cool. He is going to pick so wisdom saving throws for Zug, Cassadius, Barnes, Rasher. Sorry, how many creatures do I choose? Is it 5? 5, yeah. So Cassadius, Barnes, Rasher, Zug, and Hayden, please.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
This is a spell, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I rolled a dirty
I get
30.
advantage because of my mantle of spell
Dirty
resistance.
You have advantage, yep.
I rolled an 8, so off I go.
29 for Rasher. And
Right, if you
Barnes.
succeed, you're not moved.
What's a DC?
24.
For
I
open
did not
bond.
make that DC.
Holy smokes, that's high.
Okay.
Wait, what was it?
24.
The spell safety
Oh, yeah, I
DC
don't
is
even think-
24.
I don't
for
even
every
think
for,
I
ev-
can-
for everything, it's been 24.
I don't think I can make that, even if I wanted to.
Did you just move me away from my mum?
Yep. So Barnes
Even
failed or
just-
succeeded?
Yeah, failed.
Failed. Hayden, succeed or fail?
Succeed.
Succeed. Okay, so Rasher and Hayden remain. And as he kind of like holds the dagger up, dripping with Ascor's blood, he kind of looks towards and starts licking it.
Ugh.
Dirty boy, dirty boy.
You don't want to lick that, man.
And he's gonna walk
Feel a
40
tingly
feet
sensation.
over in this direction
Oh.
here.
DM, can he roll d6, please?
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
For moments, his tongue becomes entirely numb, and he feels the full extent of his tongue down his throat into his stomach.
He pauses, flicks the
Ew.
dagger away, not super, and kind of a little bit while walking over in this direction. And you see both hands ignite as he clearly is prepared to cast another spell, but as is the end of his turn. Rasher.
Almighty. Okay, we have a bunch of downed people, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, well, we're gonna mass healing word. So that's a 60-foot range. So I can get up to 6 creatures. So that is gonna be Ascor, Vespin, Roman is down.
Yep.
So how low do Hayden, Aku, Zug, everyone look?
Like about a third as as good as he could do. You know.
Uh-huh.
Zog gone.
As a
Well,
reminder, I
look
think
at that.
Sadius, you still have haste. I think.
Yeah, he's still hasted for. It's like 10 minutes, so.
Yeah, where have
Actually-
I been sent?
You're right at the
Narnia.
back.
Oh, fun.
The fact
How-
that Russia goes right after Ghost is actually triggering.
How-
What is
but-
that?
But how healthy is
Correct.
so we have a third on Zug roughly looking. Aku, how's Aku
I still
doing?
have second wind and shit. I'm fine.
He's looking pretty healthy.
Okay, so then I'll go Zug, Barnes, Hayden.
Hayden's looking really healthy. I don't think
Uh,
Rasha would look at him and think he needs healing.
okay, then himself. So that will be. I'm just gonna third level this. So it's D4 plus 7. So this is mainly to get the down to people up.
Yes.
So that's
Yes, great.
10 points of HP.
Which
Or
of the
them
NPCs
boys.
is that triggering?
All of them.
Nice.
Nobody is actually dead, right?
No,
Okay.
but do keep track of death saving throws. Failed. Overall.
Okay. Then I think, to be honest, for my action, I'm gonna hold an actual healing word for anyone that goes down this round.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna bounce them back up.
Cool. End of your go.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna use one of the legendary actions to cast Fireball.
Oh, good.
Here.
On
Good.
what?
I have a dex saving throw from Vespin, Rasha, Hayden, Aku, and Roman. Let's go. So you've got everyone gets risen, and suddenly you look over, and one of the balls in his hand just blown off and is like arcing across the room, and seems to slam down equidistant between the two groups.
What are we rolling? Sorry.
Dexterity saving throw.
Rasha fails.
Does
Okay, so it's fire damage.
Aku's aura give bonuses to all
Yeah.
saving throws, or is it just specific ones?
All saving throws.
Okay. Then I rolled a 27.
It's
That's
fire
actually-
damage, did you say?
Yes.
What's the bonus on the?
+4 from Aku.
Last in resistance.
No. I'm immune to
Oh,
fire.
Oh,
That's
even
not
better.
This,
Nice.
I'm the saint of Forge and Fire. That shit's me.
Ayo.
Okay.
That's so hot.
+5. How have you said +5 to everyone when I was +4 and now I'm +5? You're like +4. What
Okay.
the fuck?
It's +4.
+5. Don't trigger me.
+5.
Who are you? I don't. Are you even here?
So, who
Who
fails?
am I?
I'm joking.
Yeah,
Best
yeah,
bit.
that's it. As in the joke about me not saying it.
Remember your name.
Okay. 24 is what you're aiming for. If you fail, 35 points of fire damage. Succeeding is 17. As it kind of there's an eruption of fire around, engulfing certain people. Some of you manage to dive out the way. Rasha just stands there, letting the heat wash over him. How's it?
It like seeps into the cracks in his skin. He almost like absorbs it.
So Hayden, I presume you didn't take anything because you succeeded.
Evasion.
Evasion.
Yeah.
Rasha takes nothing. Aku, you take full damage, 35.
Rolled an 11.
Full damage. Roman,
Roman and Vespin are both down again.
cool.
So that triggers Rasha's healing word, yeah?
It does, yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d6. Even numbers are for Vespin, odd numbers are for
Guess what would Rasha do?
Roman.
Roman gets back up with how much HP?
1 baby healing word. He gets back up with 8 HP.
Okay. he's back up again. Could I have a death saving throw from Essex, please?
Essex alive.
Oh no, Essex up.
isn't he?
Essex up. Sorry, ignore me.
Essex alive right now, I think, and with he is going to extend his hands and cast Globe of Invulnerability using his 7th level slot
Hmm.
Around himself.
Nice.
around himself. and
How
he's gonna
much?
move. He's gonna move 10 feet down and stand next to the downed Ascor.
Yeah, he's standing back up, I think, now.
Yes, coming to his, getting up to from his knees. Yeah.
Okay, in which case it's Ascor's go.
Oh
Let's skip this
dear,
roll,
oh
but that's fine.
dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. In that case, let's check if it's an action, sorry. Which it almost certainly is.
May I quickly ask, does Ghost have fairy fire or any sort of spell on him right now?
He does right now until the end of until the beginning of Barnes' turn. He
Cool.
does.
Bonus action. Okay, cool. I will, and that have like bonus action, let off one of my motes, which I've still got from my crown of stash.
Yep.
So I'm gonna blast one of those at that motherfucker. Cool. Is that attack roll I have to fail? Is it?
No, you need to succeed. So you're aiming for 21 or above.
Cool. All right, let's do that. Let's do this. Pow. Did that roll for anybody?
Yep, 8.
Cool. Well, luckily I picked up a new meta magic last level, which allows me to re-roll that motherfucker. Let's see what it's called. God, there's so many fucking abilities as a full caster. Seeking spell. 2 sorcery points, get to re-roll the d20. Let's fucking do that then. It says verified there. He's not being verified.
He is
He has
verified,
been.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I get advantage anyway, so I get another shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
And as a note, fairy fire lasts a minute. I'm only casting it so often because concentration, but
Cool.
Yeah.
Just rolled another 8, so probably going to drop a couple of sorcery points on that bad boy. Let's notch those points off. Yeah, pow, pow. And let's roll one more d20 because it'd be ridiculous if I missed again. Just be ridiculous if I missed again.
Rolling 2 twice in a row is. Oh god.
oh god.
Does that mean let me just check if I get that
Those are
advantage. Let
some
me just
bad
check.
rolls.
Oh god.
You rolled an
And
8,
your bonus
an 8,
action
and
work.
a 10.
Two sorceries to reroll the d20. Must use 3 now. You can use 6 both of.
Ironically, we
Cool.
didn't want fairy fire on this.
Oh my god.
Cool. Yeah, man. That's that then, innit? I'm in cover. I still have an action technically. I'm going to use that to probably burn a spell slot. I'll let you know. You guys can go ahead. I'll just stay in cover there, and I'll let you know once I've done it.
Cool, Aku's next. Sorry, before Aku, Ghost is going to cast Fire Blast, 3 bolts. 1 at Roman, 2 at Vespin.
This guy. Dang.
Fuck me.
Hits Vespin, first one. Second one
it's
hits Vespin.
If it's a ranged attack, is it a disadvantage against Vespin?
Yep, I'm
who's
rolling
out?
2 dice.
Okay.
So 2 death saving throws from Vespin, and Roman, that's a 20 to hit.
Yes, I think that will hit. I will just see quickly whether he has anything that could save him. Shield, yes. First level slot.
Nice.
Right, cool. This you throw it up, and the fire blast hits it, and kind of Roman stands, kneels on the ground as he's trying to get up, and manages to just deflect it off to the side, and you see some of the knock into the pillar. However, but the 2 bolts fly straight into Vespin, and you see kind of a bit of his cloak begin to ignite and go off to the side as he continues to get thrown around.
God damn.
Cool. Aku, you're up.
So, how does Ghost look right now? You might have mentioned at the beginning.
Ghost looks like you can see areas in his skin where you've kind of hit him, cut him, shot him, and there's like purple light leaking. But he looks visible damage.
Okay. Does he look tired?
Yeah, the efficacy of his spells has been dropping. Like,
Mhm. Okay. Well, Aku is hasted, so he is going to move in between Cass's mum and Ghost, and he is going to hit him.
Okay. He's still fairy fired.
Excellent.
Let's go.
All right. So my first attack is 30 and my second attack is 29.
So you're only going to get your first one unless you can catch him. So the first one's 30.
Catch him.
He's going to teleport away the second you hit him.
Well,
So if you roll damage for the first 30, which hits, and then you can see if he moves. You moved 45 feet, you might be able to catch up with him. We'll see. Your movement's probably 60, I think. Hasted.
Do you have any like
Oh.
paladin features like sentinel or something like that that would keep him in place?
I do have
Also,
Sentinel.
who
Of his
cast haste
teleporting,
on
right?
you? Sorry?
One of the NPCs.
I think
Don't remember
Roman
who.
did it.
Roman would have gone down.
Roman would have gone down.
Oh,
So you're actually
Oh.
stunned, Aku. Make
well. I guess
Skip
I
that
don't do
one.
any of that.
Nope. Roman, top of new round, reactions reset as the legendary actions.
Ah. Okay. Roman will move slightly closer, manifest his echo, and then take some strikes against Ghost.
Okay.
So maybe like 15 feet closer.
A bit closer, moving there, yep. Manifest. Second, Roman. What are the red lines? Who drew them?
Okay.
Shades. They're shades. That's what that is.
Okay. 21 to hit.
Anyone
Hey.
does hit, yes.
Okay, that's good. We can
Okay.
damage the boss.
And it is. So the Silver Astral Banisher deals 17 points of piercing damage.
As Roman's echo appears, kind of the blade, as Roman almost like mimics his echo, and it slices up, and you see Ghost kind of wheels a little bit, can't quite dodge in time, and the silvery blade cuts through, and you can see the essence of kind of the purple light being absorbed into it, and just snarls a little bit, and then vanishes, and reappears, standing next to Essek in the globe.
Oh,
Okay.
no. No.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. So, manifest echo. So Roman will command mentally the echo to move 30 feet towards Ghost. No action required, and it's then going to take the second swing.
Okay.
$22,
22 hits.
dealing 15 piercing damage.
15 piercing damage. Okay, yeah. Even though it kind of is, the shadowy figure slides over and Ghost kind of breathes into it, takes the blow, and you can see him look quite smug as the effect of the fairy fire drops, as it can't affect him in here.
Interesting.
Barnes, you're
Okay.
up.
Okay, so Globe of Invulnerability, we just can't hit him from range while
You
he's in
can't. You can range is fine. Just you can't. Spells of 5th level or below don't work on him.
there? Right, okay, so spells.
Including
no.
counter
within
spell.
10 feet. It's a 10 feet radius, so if you're within that 10 feet, then you can do what you need to do
Yeah,
spell-wise.
including counter spell.
Mm-hmm.
Although
Very
it does have
good.
one weakness.
Well, I'm gonna run 30 foot forward. Fairy Fire is still up.
It's
So I think
down.
Why?
It's a spell of cast from outside, greater than like less than 5th level.
Does that drop it, or is that not a persistent effect? It's because
Any
it's not an
Any spell at
anti-magic
5th
zone,
level
right?
cast from outside the barrier can't affect all objects within. Even the spell is cast using a higher spell.
Oh, that's the cast
But-
thing. But
yeah, if it
like,
was already on him.
because it's not an anti-magic zone, right? That would dispel it, but
Okay, no, fine. Happy to rule that. Fine. It's
okay.
still on him.
That does not, however, solve what on earth I'm gonna do with my Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna healing word. Because I have that healing ability too. On Vespin, he's just gonna yell out, "Don't you die on me yet!" And that's a wee little one. That's 9 points of healing. Yeah. Well,
Ascor, just remember to make sure you're taking damage every time you cast a spell. I know you haven't, but the wish
Oh
effect.
shit! Yeah, how much do I take? It's 1d10 for each level, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't thus far cast any spells, I don't believe. So, cool.
You haven't, but just as a reminder.
Thank you.
Okay, my cool spells are concentration, and I think Fairy Fire is more important, so I'm going to hold Eldritch Blast if the globe drops, or he leaves the globe.
Okay, cool. He's going to use another one of his legendary actions. To cast. He's going to cast Circle of Death.
Vibes.
Why so edgelord?
Not the AoE spells.
That's a sphere of negative energy ripples out on a 60-foot radius sphere from a point within range. Constitution saving throw.
Am I within that target area?
I'm just doing it now.
Are you about to kill my mum again?
We got a mum down over.
Essex will drop Globe of Invulnerability as a free action.
Okay. I'm
drops
just gonna do
it?
I'm going to do it
Yep.
in the middle of the room, and it's going to hit everyone,
Cool.
including Cass's
yourself,
mom,
right?
including Rash's dad.
As Essek drops the Globe of Invulnerability, Hayden's hand shoots out, and it's almost like he kind of like grabs the magic from the air and like tries to like wrench it back into his fist, and he's going to use Spell Thief. So immediately after a creature casts a spell that targets you or includes you in its area of effect, you can use your
Nice.
reaction to force the creature to make a saving throw with its spellcasting ability modifier, DC 17. So might not work, but we'll try.
Hey,
Oh,
what
this is
is-
cool.
What is his spell card? What happens on a success?
On a failure, you negate the spell's effect against you, and you steal the spell and can cast it for 8 hours if it is at least first level.
Yo!
If
Okay, so he's got a +8.
That's so
So
sexy.
he's a
So
9.
hot. That's hot.
It's hot.
I rolled a 5.
Oh,
So that's 14.
Spell Thief! I've always wanted to use
Take
that.
that,
spells.
take that spell.
And then
So you catch it out of the air as the globe seems to go, and you just hold it up, and it's this like horrible, kind of swirling black mist of energy that seems to be writhing against your hand, but you contain it there, kind of holding it like that.
Cool. So Ghost can
This
no
is
longer
mine now.
Ghost can no longer cast Circle of Death for the next 8 hours, and now I can cast it if I want to.
It's so sick.
That's legendary action done. Nothing else he can do as he kind of sits a little bit on the ground.
globe drops, so he's going to take 3 Eldritch Blasts to the face. All
Yep.
of these hits I rolled 11 or higher, and with the Hexblade thing, I have mad bonus. That's 23, 39, and let me just check Hexblade's curse. 39, 45, 51, 57 points of damage. As Barnes kind of points his ruby rapier at him and like shoots kind of 3 electric force bolts from the tip of it, slams Ghost in the side. And he just spits out, "Get the fuck away from my husband! How many times do I have to tell you?"
As he kind of takes him in the chest and looks around and snarls again, and you can see like some of like the humanness, or I guess in this case elfness, of Ghost is dropping as each hit seems to just reveal more and more purple, and there's not much beginning to be recognizable of your. You never know if he was quite your friend, but at least your traveling companion. Hayden, you're up.
Okay, so Fairy Fire is active on Ghost right now?
Does he re-roll it on your turns or his turns, Barnes?
That's a good question. I don't know that he does re-roll it. I think Fairy Fire is a very stupid spell. Any creature in the area when it's cast, he does not re-roll it.
Nope, fair enough. He's
He's
still
got
on
a
him.
great
Then.
concentration.
Okay, so, and you only have disadvantage on ranged weapons if you're within 5 feet when you use them, right? Doesn't matter if I'm 10, 15, 20 feet. Okay, cool. Then I am going to stay where I am. I'm going to plant my feet in the ground and pull my oath bow back as far as I can and unleash a shot at my sworn enemy ghost. So that will be 3 rolls to see if I get a crit. Okay, does a 30 hit him?
30 does hit him.
Yeah. All right. So and is he within? He's within 5 feet of an ally. So do I get a sneak attack?
You do. Yes, Essek is up. Yes, you do.
Cool. All right. So I do 10 points of piercing damage, 16 points of piercing damage against my sworn
50.
enemy, 24 points of sneak attack damage for a total of 50 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
As he kind of like gets hit by all the force damage and whatever's like, the globe drops. His spell gets thing. This has not been a good round. And as he kind of looks up, the this arrow straight in his eye, and you see the kind of runes flare. And the first time he goes, how's it? Just looks up, and as he kind of vanishes, what kind of returns over here is not looking either great or particularly humanoid anymore. It is beginning to just be all like a kind of flesh, blood, and purple light holding it together.
Spooky. Cool.
Have you got another attack?
No, that's the end of my turn. Let's go.
Okay, Zug, you're up.
How far do I have to run? Very
A
far.
long way.
Well, I guess my turn is going to use the movement and then my action as a as a dash to go. How far can I go again? I've got 30 foot of regular movement. Luke, help me out here. How far can I go if I use all my stuff for movement?
You hasted, sorry.
No. I think my
So what
haste
are you
fell.
using?
Just move. Just movement. and
So
then
then you
actions.
can move 30 feet, and then you can use your action to dash and move an extra 30 feet.
That's not even that far, son. Alright, well, I could go
Doesn't-
60 feet, which pretty much I'll put myself kind of square between Hayden and. Sorry, not Hayden. Yeah, between Hayden and Rasher, I guess. Around there. And that's the end of my really exciting turn.
Okay.
I can't do anything else. There you
Look at your magic items. You might have something you can do as a bonus action next time.
go. I mean, I could ready. I guess. Well, can I use actually our reaction to sorry, bonus action even to second wind, which is 1d10.
Plus your fighter level.
Yeah, exactly. 1d10. Please do not roll like crap. It's exactly average, so that is 22 health back to myself. Cool. All right, I'm done.
Good stuff. Ghost is going to use his second legendary action of the round to use Scream of the Nether.
He's
Motherfucker.
screaming about his nethers.
It's a bit inappropriate, isn't it?
Yeah, we're in the middle of a
No,
fight,
it's,
Ghost.
it's like the gusts in Minecraft.
Casadius's mom is
That's-
here. Come on.
Could I have everyone?
Is this
do
the
you
top of a
mean
new round?
Yeah. Everyone except well, it's a 120 foot cone. Everyone except for Cass's mum.
Yay.
It just about clips. Everyone, please make a Constitution. Is it? Let me check. A Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spell?
This is not a spell. This is a action feature. It's like Dragon's Breath.
Well, this sounds like bullshit. It's a 12.
22.
Let me see.
Ugh.
15.
Come on, boy.
Pretty bad.
Fuck's sake, 12. Fuck's sake.
Both of my guys failed.
Oh no.
Wait, what's the
Nine.
pass? What's the pass?
I rolled a 4 and a 5.
On a fail, you take 72 points of necrotic damage.
Wait, what's the fail? What's the fail?
What's the DC?
24.
One hot second. Yeah, he's out of range. Never mind.
I'm re-rolling that one.
Oh
What?
wait, no, it's not spell. Fuck.
How much do you take on a fail?
72.
Yes.
That's on a fail.
Wait, I take half of that because I'm resistant to
Take half
necrotic
of that.
damage.
And you are frightened.
Is it
On a
20,
fail.
24, you said?
Wait,
20.
It's near me, can't be frightened.
Yeah,
Who
it's-
failed?
Brave.
No one's near you, I didn't make it up.
Okay, Barnes is down with that, and the fairy fire drops.
Who failed? Who could succeed? Who's
Ooh, 20.
I mean, I rolled an
Jamie.
11 and I'm
Yeah.
2 under the
Does
save.
this count as an attack? Can I uncanny dodge this?
Yep. Okay?
Yeah, it's an attack, yes.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna take. It's half of 72.
Roman, you will use
Amazing.
Chronal Shift on you, Zug.
Well,
Okay, so
Roman,
I
like,
get
there's
to
a few
roll
people
again,
there that
or-
should watch out.
Oh wait, do we
'cause
still
they-
have Bless? Oh no, is that
No,
a
Bless
No,
is,
Bless
Bless
is
is gone.
fucked.
But what
Oh,
you
okay.
do have, Eski, and what the people in 10 feet of Aku have, don't forget you have that +5.
And you
to
can't
save.
be frightened. If you fail
Wait,
and you're
why
not
do I have
within
+5 to
30
save?
feet of Aku, is it? How many
You're
feet is it,
within-
Aku?
15?
Am I within 15? Am I close enough
Wait,
to
is
accurate?
it that far?
I think
far
so,
is it?
maybe at your level. It's 10 or 15.
I have so many abilities.
I'm 40 away from
If
Aku.
you're within 10 feet, you can't
No, you're
be
not.
frightened. And yeah, 10. Both of them are 10 feet.
10 feet. 10 feet, you can't be frightened. And remember, add your bonus. But everybody else in this
Oh, on
room,
my
if you
screen,
failed
Aku's
this,
like in Africa.
you are
Aku's
frightened.
next to you, 2 squares away from you.
Just frighten
Oh,
me.
okay. I didn't realize. On my screen,
Means I
it's not
can't
for
move
some reason.
closer, right?
Can't
Oh,
move
in that
closer.
case, I don't need to use. I passed the first time and I'm not frightened. So how much should I take on a save?
Nothing on a success.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's a
Um,
pretty fucking stark difference, ain't it?
But quick question. So
Oh,
I've
and
already...
and you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see the creature that's you're frightened of, and you can't willingly move closer to it. So after this kind of like goes out this scream and those purple tendrils and light flying off him towards all of you, what's the end result of that? Roman's down,
All the NPCs are done.
all the NPCs are down. Askel's down.
Score is down.
Hayden's still up.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, so I've already half the damage because I'm resistant to necrotic, but can I half it again by using uncanny dodge as well?
Yes, that's your reaction though.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, cool. Is Aku still up? Aku's still up. Barnes is down.
Yeah,
Rash is still up.
yeah.
How's Rash's dad? Oh, that's my roll. Rash's dad. Rash's
I
dad
don't-
is on the floor.
I don't think he lives.
Yeah.
He's just
That's
a
cool.
dad.
Rash's dad is on the floor. Casadia's still up.
Yep.
Cool. In which case, that is Zug's turn. Zug's used it all to move already, right?
Yeah, and I used it. I used it to move last time.
Casadia's sure up.
Okay, just to clear some things. If I run through Aku's space, do I get his paladin bonus? And do I stop being frightened?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, even if I'm just running through it.
Yeah.
Okay. But I have to get there. Do I need to save against the fear? Do you get
You-
to do that at
you
the start of
just-
your turns?
I don't think you can actually save. You're just frightened for a minute. I'll give it. I'll say you can roll a wisdom saving throw at the end of your round to try
Okay.
to.
I
think
currently
that's normally
can't
how it
move
works.
closer to Ghost, though, can I?
No, you can't.
Even from 120 feet away?
Yeah.
Jesus.
You missed
If
a
I
step.
couldn't see him, would I be able to move closer?
So the wording is willingly move closer to the source of its fear. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability attack rolls while the source is within its line of sight. So no, unfortunately, if you know where he is, you don't want to move closer to him.
Okay, but I blinded myself again.
Nope.
It's such a pain. Do I actually have anything I can do from this fucking distance? 1 second. This has thrown off my entire plan for the turn.
That's okay. That was a big. It's basically this creature's version of Dragon Breath, which I get back on a 5 or a 6.
God. Shit. How far away from me is he? He's 120 feet, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, we've got advantage because of fairy fire, right?
Nope.
No, fairy fire's down, so you need to hit
Ah.
under him as well.
Well, all I can really do at this point is take an attack with my crossbow, which goes 120 feet. Am I at disadvantage on attacks?
No, but you want to roll under his AC. So that is a miss.
Damn
He
my
misses.
massive bonus to my
So
attacks.
kind of head swinging, not sure, like just completely in awe of whatever the hell just happened and wanting to get back away from it as quickly as possible. Both your crossbows just fly off into the distance.
Yeah, he's
misaimed.
panicking. He's worried about his mum. He's freaking the hell out right now because he keeps looking over to her and his brain is just like, get her the hell out of here.
Yep. Bespin, death saving throw, please.
Oh, yay.
How many of these have you done now?
Or
Gross turn. On turn 20, I'm gonna roll for Russia's dad. Okay.
No.
Ghost is gonna smile, raise his hand, point it at Vespin.
Oh.
Shouldn't have told me your plan. And could Vespin make a Constitution saving throw?
he's unconscious.
And still make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. No, I can't get a spell. I'm dead.
I don't think
Can Rasha do
incapacitated.
anything?
He can't count a spell.
Unconscious. Oh. No,
Ah.
I guess so. I guess so.
Has it got any
Is
count
this-
spells in him?
Essex unconscious.
Is this a spell?
This is Finger of Death.
Okay. He has advantage on the save.
Is
that
a natural 20?
It's
That's
a
a
natural
nat
20.
20.
It's a natural 20.
Vespin
but it's-
Chloros is like, you will not take me down. I
But-
just
but
found
it-
my husband.
So he chokes onto life, but I don't know what the DC is.
I mean, the DC's 24, but he succeeds. So unless this goes over his damage, half of it, he's not dead.
No, I think if it reduces you to 0, it does.
Nope,
what it
that's
does, right?
disintegrate. The
Finger
humanoid
of Death is
killed by
different.
this spell
Killed
rises.
by.
Disintegrate is the nasty one. That's if it drops you to 0 HP.
It's
Finger
only
of Death.
Killed by.
Yeah, it's killed by. Oh my god, did I just roll? I just rolled. Right, so 14 on. I rolled 14 on 7d8 plus 30, 54, half to 27, which I imagine doesn't cap off Vespin's total.
So here's an interesting D&D thing, I think. If he takes any damage, that will be his third failed death save, which would kill him.
Has he failed too?
He's failed 2 because I think it was the scream. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's the final death save
Okay.
if he's taking damage from the Finger of Death.
As the Finger of Death goes into Vespin, you see his body shudder, and then in the same way Aku's thing, there's kind of like a click, an odd hand movement as it shudders and begins to move unnaturally. You just hear Ghost begin to laugh. Rasha.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wait, Rasha. Yo, hang on, give me a minute. Okay. I guess it'll be a mass healing word on mass cure wounds, maybe, actually. Yeah, well, mass cure wounds. That's 7th level. Is that right? Yeah, we'll do that. Oh no, we'll healing word. Yeah, we'll just healing word it. 6th level. So we'll pick 6 people. So that can be who's down? Let's see. Essek, Ascor, Barnes, Roman, his own dad. Is Cass's mum down?
No.
Okay, and then... So whoever's looking pretty bad, I guess Aku's taking quite a lot of damage? How's he looking?
Yeah, he's about half health.
Okay, cool. So those guys. There's 20 healing to all of them.
Okay, 20 healing to everyone. So Essex back up.
Yep.
Roman's back up. Ascor's
There's
back
your
up.
boy. Yeah.
Everyone's back up, 20 healing as well. And Barnes is back up.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just heal all of? Does that include like, literally everyone?
Six people. I have an action heal though. So what to do with that action? Sorry, my brain's a bit blasted. That kind of changed stuff. I actually think he's going to double up and do the exact same thing again, to be honest. And
Okay.
try and bring health totals up a little bit.
Everyone who's on 20? On 40 now.
I'm just going to roll it in case I roll better.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 42, in fact, is what you're on.
Nice.
42 points of healing to Essek, Roman, Ascor, Aku, Barnes, and Roman.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. This is dead. Okay. That the end of Rash's go.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a zombie next to him, yeah? A zombie wrestling
Appearing to
class?
slowly appear. Yeah.
Is it like a hostile zombie?
It hasn't done anything yet.
I guess I'm gonna move away from the hostile zombie.
It's gonna try to grab your leg.
Okay. What's the save?
It's not a save. It's just an attack.
Okay.
Natural 20.
No. Wait, what's the total on that actually?
Doesn't. I mean, 23, but it doesn't.
Doesn't hit Rash's AC, but like you
Yeah.
just rolled 20 hits.
Yeah, 20. Well, that. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be a lot of damage. It's 4 points. As kind of the cause of Vesper kind of slices up your thing, and you wince and you look down and you see kind of thinking of the eyes, completely purple, kind of looking to stream down a little bit, and completely gaunt face.
Yeah, well, I'll continue my movement.
Rash's spiritual weapon is missing from the map. Yes.
No, somewhere in the middle of the map. Yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Ascor, you're up. With Essek on deck.
Cool. Ascor is going to cast Dementia. Yeah. Ascor's going to cast Dimension Door at its 4th level. End up right in this corner here. In fact, before he does that, use my
Take
bonus
damage.
action. Oh yeah, it's actually damage that's be 40-10, wouldn't it? That's quite a lot of damage. You know what I might do? Not do that. Instead, and use the bonus action to unleash the hyper accurate meteor against my nemesis here.
Ooh.
You're aiming
So-
for low.
Aiming for low. For low. For low.
Yep.
For low.
Come on,
for
natty
low.
ones. Let's go.
If I close my eyes, does that make him an unseen attacker? And I technically have disadvantage, right?
No.
Oh, that's smart.
But you are frightened of him, so you have disadvantage naturally.
That is so true. Oh, that's cool. That's quite cool. That's quite cool, you know. Can't move towards him. So yeah, let's take that fucking shot with disadvantage, yes. So let's do it. So that'd be like this, I believe. Fuck off, Macintosh computer. I'll just roll twice and see how it goes.
Yeah.
You get it's an 11.
Yep.
I hit him. I hit him, Mum.
One of those is a nat 1, so does that count as a crit?
Sure.
Yeah. No, it does. That's a reverse crit.
The anti-crit.
Nice. So let's roll that 40-12 and see what comes out the back. 24 damage, 42, 44, 48 damage.
48 damage. As Ghost is smiling, reveling in what has happened, staring directly at Barnes, so he doesn't see the meteor slam him in the face. It kind of pushes him off, and he looks at you and just disappears, and will appear right beside Barnes.
And he's just teleported his reaction, has he?
His reaction to getting hit, yeah.
Cool. In that case, let's just take a little look at this. Oh, for fuck's sake, bruv. In fact, safest place is right, because I'm still frightened, aren't I?
Yeah.
Wait, do I get to make a saving throw on that?
Frightened, at the end of your turn, yeah.
Cool, I get to make that advantage because I got psychic defenses. So it's a wisdom saving throw. Wait. Come on, baby. 28.
28 success. So you're no longer frightened,
Yeah.
but that's the end of your turn.
Oh, shit. Okay, seen. Okay.
You can take
in
all
that
your
case-
actions before, but you'll be frightened. You can't do it at the end of your turn. You're no longer frightened.
Cool. I'll take my movement and treat it as I'm frightened, as if I'm still
Yeah.
frightened. But in that case, that's a real bastard, that innit? Oh, because that was a bonus action. Maybe I should. Fucking bullshit, mate. Looking into like the circular sort of rooms off to the side, is it plausible that I could, like, for example, go to here and then like not have, and then him to not have a visual on me?
Yeah, that's plausible.
Well, let's fucking do that. Then.
Does that count as moving closer to him, though? The fear
No,
effect?
if I move at exactly 45-degree angle, no.
You can. So you have to skirt around the edge of this.
Cool. Then I'll do that. Like I can do that, right?
No. What's your movement? 30. You need
Yeah.
to like go here, then checkpoint here, then like round. So I think you could probably. Yeah, fine. I think you can. I think it's essentially pretty much the same. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
go there.
that'd be like 15 there. Though. Cool.
Yeah.
Bosh! And I'm no longer frightened. It's a good life.
Cool.
Thank you, everybody.
Essek, you're up.
Okay. Essek would like to run to here, please.
Essek is
And-
frightened.
Okay. He will just extend his hand and cast telekinesis at 5th level.
Okay, on Ghost. What strength saving throw, right?
Strength saving throw.
I'm going to use one of my legendary resistances.
Okay. Cool.
Question, DM, does the source of the frighten, does that relate to a concentration?
No.
Life goes on.
Cool. Aku, you're up. Sorry, if there's nothing else from Essek.
Essek will still move. Oh wait. Can he move 30 feet laterally this way?
Yep, you can move here. Yep.
That's it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, Aku.
Okay. Aku is running out of spell slots, so he's gonna attack. Wait, what's the deal on Vespin? Is he's dead, but like
He's a
what was
zombie.
that?
Under
Is that
ghost
some-
control.
Can I revivify a zombie?
If you kill it first, maybe.
Okay. Well, Aku's not gonna. He's not gonna deal with that shit. He doesn't kill Barnes's. At the half, so he's gonna attack. Okay. 31 to hit.
Misses because it's over, not under.
Fuck! This fucking guy. Jesus Christ.
Fucking
What do I do?
guy.
When I have a
Fucking guy.
16?
Close your eyes while you attack.
As the game kind of temporal field is around Ghost, each of your strikes would be true, but he's just not quite there. It's almost like he phases out, and just the light is a bit blinding at this point as well. Anything else for you, Aku?
Well, I can't do anything now because I completely forgot that was a thing. So he's
Bonus
just
action.
gonna no, I've got my second attack. So
Okay.
can I use a different weapon in the
Yeah?
same
Do you
time?
want to quickly draw a different weapon?
Well, no, he's just gonna try and punch him because I don't
Okay,
have
yeah,
any
you can punch him. Yeah, that's just that's strength plus your dex. Sorry, plus your proficiency.
strength.
Punch
Not
him.
20 it and smite him.
Mm.
Not
No,
one
but
it.
that
you
won't.
mean.
Yeah, that won't hit him.
Not one it.
7. Where is my proficiency?
Come on, roll
Oh,
low.
okay,
Roll
there.
low.
You're good at this. This is your specialty.
Yeah, rolling low is.
Rolling low is your
My
favorite
specialty.
terrain.
Shut the fuck up.
18 hits. So,
Jeez, you rolled low.
dropping your so it's
Mike,
it's
Mike.
1d4 plus your strength for damage, and just like dropping your fear almost in frustration, Ghost looks down confused, and as you look down, he just sees your fist coming up and just connect with his what remains of his chin as he there's a couple of maybe teeth or something weird fly spit coming out, and just like again he's a mangled mess of his face, just looks back at you as you do 9 points of damage. As you're now up close, you can just hear a slow and you see him reach down, grab Barnes's hair, make him look at Vespin. You just hear, now he's just like you. A puppet. And Barnes, it's your turn.
Wait,
Wait.
what?
Sorry, unless it's anymore with Aku's turn.
Can't Aku smite him?
Aku can fight him with his fist, should he choose to.
I'm not. Why would I smite? Dude, I did 9 points of damage. Like, I don't think this is gonna do anything useful.
I don't know how smite works.
You could hit him. Anyway, Barnes.
Um,
Oh, he's just like you.
Barnes is probably. I think he'll pause. And just he'll stare at the zombified version of his ex-husband killed by finger of death, which by all counts is fairly unfixable. And I think he'll start laughing. He'll just laugh. He'll look up at Ghost. Probably at this point, like blood streaming from eyes, ears, everywhere, and just say, "Right, yeah, here's a puppet, and a dead one at that, just like me, right?" He's gonna use his bonus action. And you'll see, like, so already he's got, like, the Asmodeus style red horns crackling, but it's going to flare up. It's going to kind of empower a little bit as he uses Unbreakable Majesty. It kind of flares into this kind of greater, kind of swirling red electricity, and it's almost like a cape almost like forms out of it. It's like memories that kind of coalesce around him and just make him look, despite the fact he's bleeding and on the floor, incredibly majestic. And you're kind of reminded of the painting in Asmodeus's hall for a moment. It's probably a little sad, you know, very much how little he wants anything to do with it. So I will tell you what that does, Jamie, if that becomes relevant. And then for his action, he's going to look up at Ghost and just say, "But at least you're going to join us." And we'll just cast another fairy fire and make sure my friends kill him.
Okay, that's a fail. That's a fail. As Ghost shatters round, and you see him kind of, as you get to your feet, he's a bit taken aback by just the overpowering presence now of Asmodeus, his majesty that feels, and looks around. You're all looking pretty rough, but so is he. Anything else from Barnes?
Nope.
And Fairy Fire is now in effect. Hayden, you're up.
Cool. So Holy shit, what a round. Hayden is going to skirt to the side and just make sure he's got a clear shot. It's not disadvantage from here, is it? Disadvantage?
Oh, did we lose Roman's turn? Oh, I think I might have deleted. Sorry.
I was
Sorry,
thinking
it's actually
someone comes after me.
yeah,
for me.
it is Roman's turn. He seems to have been deleted. Apologies. Roman, if you could go 25 on Roman.
Yeah, let's get Roman first.
Okay. So, Roman is going to. Is Roman feared as well? Is he afraid?
Roman is afraid, yes.
Okay. So even though they went down to the screen, they wake up afraid.
Bring it back. Yes. No, are they still afraid after going down? I think so.
I wake up afraid every day of my life.
I'm going to say for this, yes, they are currently afraid.
Roman, in that case, will just manifest the thaumaturgic chrono version of himself next to Ghost and say, only one of us is walking out of here, brother. And it's not going to be you. And he's going to attack Ghost.
So he summoned his Echo, right? Or is
Yeah, so he's going to summon Echo and attack Ghost with his Banisher Sword, 26.
26 hits.
It's him.
Hit them, Leonard.
Why is Ben so much better at role-playing characters he didn't make than me, who's been playing this character for 3 fucking years?
That's not true.
Not true.
DMs live and breathe dramatic one-liners. Case in point, Jamie Goff, I will hunt you down.
Sorry.
Can't believe what you've said to me tonight.
So I learned
Okay,
something interesting in the rules. If Vespin has a Revivify cast on him before the end of somebody's next go, he actually doesn't have to turn into a zombie.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the rules as written. So I will give you 1 extra round because that is not something I said last time. The Vespid is
I was
not
gonna
currently
revivify.
Yeah, I'm
Instead,
gonna give you
I did
1 extra
9
round
points of
to do it.
damage to punch Ghost in the face.
No, but that was worth it.
that was worth it. I'm reading it. You guys have 1 extra round before he becomes zombie.
Cool.
Because I should have clarified how that spell works.
Okay.
But if he rises as a zombie, not fixable.
13 points of damage from Roman's Echo. Does Ghost teleport?
Ghost does teleport.
Okay.
Ghost is going to teleport over and stand next to Cass's mum.
No.
Oh, that's...
Oh no, he fucking didn't.
That bastard.
Okay. God damn it. Roman will move his Echo about 30 feet closer to Ghost. And then he's going to he's going to take 1 step closer to Zug. He's going to put his hand... Oh, wait. Oh, I think... Sorry, 1 second. I just need to look up this spell. He's going to put his hand on Zug's shoulder. You can also bring 1 winning creature your size or smaller. On Zug's shoulder and say, I hope this works. Do you trust me? And he's going to cast Dimension Door to next to.
Slug doesn't even get an opportunity to be able to say anything before it happens.
He's going to cast.
Stab us out.
And if Zug's willing, then they'll both appear 5 feet next to Ghost and Cass and
Okay.
Cass's mum, and that'll be his action surge as that action.
Big energy.
Cool. Okay. That's all good. Thank you. As you move in front, and you see Ghost has like grabbed Cass's mum and is about to wheel around, holding her. And if he wheels around, he's confronted with Roman and Zug standing right there in front of him, weapons bared, and takes a step back. Hayden.
Right. Recognizing the pattern of this fight, it seems like ghost blinks away every time he gets hit, Hayden realizes that this is Zug's chance to do some serious damage. So Hayden is going to hold his attack, and he is going to use steady aim. Can I? Or yeah, I'm just going to hold my attack to hit Ghost the next time he teleports. So after Zug has hit him. Just a rules clarification, when I'm holding an action, normally I use steady aim, which requires me to sacrifice my bonus action and my movement in order to get advantage on my attack. Am I still able to do that if I'm holding my action to use steady aim? If I don't use any of those
steady
resources
aim.
on this
As a
turn?
bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your attack on the current turn, so no.
Okay,
can't.
cool, then that's fine. I'll just do a normal attack on my next turn, but I'm holding my action.
So holding action until he moves.
Yeah, until he moves away from Zug.
Cool, okay. You kind of like look around panicked for a second. How he's going to use his legendary action to you see him focus his eyes for a second on Aku, and the same kind of brown kind of grey dust you saw him throw at both Roman and Zug earlier. He now seems to be throwing at Aku. If anyone
Is
wanted to
a
stop him.
single target?
Yeah,
Like,
this is a
do
single
I get-
target.
Is he casting a
Range,
Yeah,
spell?
range.
yeah,
It's
you
just
get
Okay,
a,
I'm just gonna counterspell it.
Yep.
Do I still
Yeah.
get to punch him? even
yeah,
if
yeah,
he's
you still
counter?
do. Yeah. So it's a 6th level spell.
Yeah, Barnes will straight
Oh,
up
wait, is
do
this
that
good
at
here?
6th level.
6th level.
Mage
okay, as
Slayer.
so wait, you both have Mage Slayer?
I do.
Oh, I think
Roman
Roman
goes.
does as well, yeah.
So in which case you both get the attack simultaneously, so he doesn't teleport away until after both of these attacks. But yeah, okay, as he kind of throws it out, the disintegrate. Barnes, you just put your as it does throws it kind of almost nonchalantly, calmly, whatever's you just grab it, and the dust just almost seems to get absorbed into your and form another part of spike come up from your shoulders.
So I did 20 points of damage, ignoring the cold damage that I can't do to him.
20 points. Awesome. And Roman's attack.
Roman did 11.
11. Okay. In which case he is going to disappear and appear next to Ascor.
Cool, and
Hayden,
this-
you get your attack of
yeah,
opportunity.
this triggers my attack.
Yep.
So, using my oath bow, it's a 32 hit because he's got fire.
32
fire right now.
hits. Yep.
So that is 13 points of piercing damage, 10 points of sworn enemy damage, 36 points of sneak attack damage for a total of 59 points of damage.
And he got
Nice.
Okay, wow. As he
smacked.
appears, lands, and seems to almost get ready to kind of attack Ascor, another arrow straight at the head this time, but you see that whatever is left kind of his skin peels away, and there is just a pure mass of purple energy. There is no discernible features anymore, and it's beginning, you can see it kind of almost like latching onto the walls and lashing out as he seems to be losing control of his corporeal form. He is not looking good at all.
Does he teleport again since he's been hit?
He can do. He is going to stay where he is, actually. Zug.
Fuck me, why is he always so far away? Wanker. My only small enemy distance. It's like, could be like a second phase. I don't fucking know. I feel like we've died enough to justify that there might not be a second phase.
Like a
If I dash, I can move 60 feet, which means I can get to again, running with the initial detune by me to about here.
Actually, I'm gonna. Sorry, ignore me. Yeah, he's gonna stay where he was. Yep.
Not a second phase, but a hidden mythic secret phase. It's
I'm
not
gonna.
done.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use my last action surge. So I'm gonna use the
Okay.
last action surge to close the distance with the last 30 feet of movement, and then go for a hit.
Yep.
Which is. Do I have advantage, by the way, because he's fairy-fied?
Yes.
Okay, so I
Yes.
get to roll twice. Okay, well both my rolls are kind of garbage, but it doesn't matter. So it's 27 to hit, meaning he's gonna take Oh, that's a pretty hefty first roll. So he takes 24 points of damage, and I'm also going to use, if I still have it, let me double check. Orcish Fury to add another d12 to the damage, which is just going to be, because I just really want to hurt him. It's going to be another 8, so that's 30 points of damage with 1 hit.
Okay, so another 8. Okay, absolutely. As you just inhumanly fast super sauce, he kind of looks down, almost seems to be ready, like almost ready to prey on Ascor, and then just your axe kind of comes in out of nowhere as a whirling round. Kind of takes for a second. Whatever kind of is left doesn't seem to be showing much emotion, but you see him almost like shrink, and more of his like as he teleports away, he seems to leave like what once may have been his leg, and almost seems to shiver and kind of split off to the side. There's not a lot left, and he's going to disappear up to there.
Shivering severed leg. That's horrific, actually. Oh.
Wait, where did he disappear to?
Top left.
Oh, fuck me.
Sadis.
Hey.
Is he not opening portals, or?
That happens next round.
Oh, I see.
I mean, Cass is going to run over here because
It's technically away.
away. He could even run to like here because he's still moving away from Ghost and he can't see him while he's around that corner.
Very true,
So-
very true.
He's going to run to here, pull out his crossbow.
Yep.
Probably not going to hit because his plus to hit
You do have
is quite
advantage?
high. That's not
No,
gonna
no,
help.
Fairy Fire is active, so you need under. So you need over, sorry. So
Over,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
should
okay.
do well.
Okay. So first attack, we're gonna just to see if I get a crit. I do not. It's a 31 to hit though.
31 hits. You do a sneak attack because it's advantage.
36 damage.
6. Okay. Yeah. Ghost kind of takes it off, and suddenly he seems small. You hear always what sounds like monster in his voice, kind of gargling, like whatever is part of him was human and his left is barely there, and his form is beginning to disintegrate. Whatever he has left, there's not much.
I do have a second attack.
Yep, that's fine.
I have to use an attack action. I can't use a spell, right?
No, you have to use the attack action unless you got it as a bonus action. If it's 3rd level or lower, you can use the bonus action.
Let me have a look. I mean, I might have a bonus action spell. I haven't looked in a while. Do I have any bonus action spells? I feel like I don't. I don't. He will take a second attack with his crossbow, again at advantage. So that's a 30 to hit.
30 does hit. Yep.
No sneak attacks, 12 damage.
Just 12 damage. Okay. Cool.
He'll
he
use
is
his bolt of walloping. Make a strength saving throw.
like a straight saving throw. Okay. What does it do? Oh, that's it.
Remember, it
Go on the
knocks him
ground.
down.
Prone.
if
He's
he
prone.
fails.
He gets pushed
Yeah,
down.
it's only like a 10 DC, I think.
No, that's I mean, he rolled a 2 and he's got a +3, so failed. Kind of gets slammed down. Whatever strength that once was to keep him together is not there, but he's still alive.
Bonus action, Cass is going to use what I believe might be possibly one of his last bardic inspirations. He's going to use unsettling words on Ghost. He just starts muttering, and you're just hearing him in Infernal. He's just saying repeatedly, "You're going to die. You're going to die alone. You're going to die alone and scared for everything you've done to hurt my mother." But just in Infernal, again, the smoke is starting to come out from like the corners of his mouth, from the corners of his eyes. It's all just starting to sizzle a little bit disgustingly.
Is that a saving throw?
No, he just has to
So-
remove a d6 from his next saving throw.
Okay. Fair enough. As you all kind of see, he begins to smoke and a little bit of fear, but most of it is just pure anger directed at this creature that is now barely recognizable as the person you once traveled with. Would be Bespin's turn. It's not. It is Ghost's turn. However, it's lair actions, more to the point. I'm going to roll a d6. Actually, somebody nominate themselves, and you don't want 6. Somebody roll a d6,
I don't want to.
and if it's a 6, you know what's happening.
I'm not doing it.
I don't want to do it either. Oh, someone did it.
5. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Was a 5 dude.
Greg's going to put his hand out. Almost seems to be summoning the energy and ability to open another gateway to Raishan to help him in this moment. He can't, and instead, he is going to try one last desperate attempt. What even can I do? I didn't get my spell back. Okay, he's gonna burn.
The spell thief.
Okay, he's
Sun
gonna
Clutch.
cast 5th level hold person. Could I have Casadius, Barnes, Aku, Hayden, all make wisdom saving throws? Is that
Be one too many people?
Sorry, is it? Whole person at 5th level is an extra humanoid. It's 2nd level, so an extra 3, so 4 people. So, yeah, you're right. Casadius, Barnes, Aku, Hayden, 4.
What saving throw is it?
It is a wisdom saving throw for me.
And it's a spell, so I have advantage because of my mantle
Yes,
spell.
it is, yes.
That's 25. So Barnes saves.
Barnes saves. Aku fails.
Cast
Casadius
fails, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You're muted. Sorry.
What's the range on Aku's aura?
10 yards. Aquadora still has been incredibly useful, even though it hasn't particularly helped Aku this fight.
Yeah.
It's helped everyone around. No frightening.
I rolled a 25.
25. You two said so. You two are stunned. Aku and Casadius. It is Rash's turn.
Well, there is but one choice before Rashavel, being the Revivifier. He will, walk over to Vespin and kind of maybe dodge this zombie that's lashing out at him occasionally, just sort of like maybe it was little claws will like scratch against his armor. He's just gonna say, "No, it is enough now, Archmage. Stop this silliness." And he's gonna cast Revivify.
Okay.
Let's go.
And I think bonus action, we might as well do another.
Yeah, as Vespin, you see whatever green is immediately expunged. He stops clicking unnaturally and he almost like holds Rash's hand and shakes and vomits immediately on the floor.
Vespin awakens looking very much like Anakin on the banks of the lava river. Or clicking 4 points of exhaustion, died twice, and looks up at his savior.
And Rasha, the savior, will continue to pump out saving. So we'll do another mass healing word, 5th level. So that's going to be 15 points of healing to Vespin. Roman is down.
Roman is down. Yep.
No,
Roman's up. Sorry, Roman's up.
Oh,
Essex
okay.
is down though. I think. No, Essex. I think everyone's up.
Actually, okay, but they're probably low, right? And then to Barnes, to who looks bad that's in range. Are those guys in range? They're not in range. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. All these guys in this like immediate radius. Actually, how's Casadius doing?
He is currently on 55 out of 122 health.
Okay, and if anyone's like healthy, then I guess
You can skip Hayden.
All right, skip Hayden and give it a cast.
15, did you say?
Yes, 15.
Okay. And that's end of Rash's go. Ascor.
Wonderful. Very wonderful. Great to see amazing things happening here. Cool. From my current location, do I have a visual confirmation on the target?
No, you don't.
That is great news. In that case, Ascor is going to step out using his feet ability. And then once I get visual, which is from here, would you say one more further?
I think that's just about okay. Yeah. He might have a
Cool,
little bit
mate.
of cover.
That's great news. Even great news. I'm using my action to drink a superior potion of healing. So let's roll one of
I
those.
thought you were going to say you used your action to drink soup.
Now?
The really
Right.
spicy
I
soup
was like,
that
really?
Casadius' mum made for us.
Can potions be soups? We'll find out. Let's roll the dice, see what happens. 32. Yeah, I gained 32 hit points. And as a bonus action, Ascor's gonna grab one of those little meteors from around his head, one of the remaining few, and take a shot at advantage, I do believe, at this reprobate.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Cool.
He's got concentration at the moment on the whole person. But
That's a 31 hit over.
That hits.
Right on. Cool. Or I'll roll again because it could be a critical, wouldn't it?
Could be indeed. Oh, he's got very
Which
fire, of
die?
course, yeah.
Cool. So that hits. Let's roll some dice to damage. Hey, where are you? Where are you, Crown? There it is. So it comes out 26 radiant damage.
26 radiant
And then I'm
damage.
going to go back into my little hidey hole once more.
Okay, as it, you see that it just, the hole this is driven and kind of the explosion of thing, it just remains there. Like, the body of Ghost now has just a huge chunk missing right where his kind of like right lung would be, as he kind of like staggers forward, barely standing up still.
And I'm just going to drop one potion of healing on the floor here next to Zug.
Yeah, that is
What he will.
okay. He fails the concentration check, so Casadius and Aku, you're no longer stunned, but it is Essek, your turn.
Okay. What is the range? God damn it. He is going to Misty Step 25 feet to stand next to the former zombie of the Archmage and Rashaval, and he's going to re-exert telekinesis against Ghost.
That's an 18, but I'm going to use legendary resistance if that's a fail.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else from Essek?
So having Misty stepped to get into range, he'll then just move back away.
Okay, so here?
If we could pop him here.
Yep. All good. Okay, Aku, you're up.
Okay. Aku's gonna move towards him. Wait, I can go there. Yeah, so he's gonna attack.
Alright.
23.
19 misses, 23 hits.
I'm rolling with advantage.
Oh, 23 hits then, sorry, yeah. $10. Why has it got the 2 exclamation points next to the...
I don't know.
It's got them on all of them, actually. It does it for everything. I might have only just noticed it puts 2 exclamation points after rolling.
Weird.
Okay.
And then second attack. 18. 34.
Okay. 34 hits.
And he is also going to use his bonus action to smite.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
He is going to use Divine Smite at 5th level, so...
What?
Huh?
No, to keep going.
21 points of damage.
21 in addition to, so the 21 at first. Okay. As the first hit slices through, you see the spear tip kind of go from shoulder down to the thigh and just kind of like whatever is left of Ghost, it's cut in half. And the second one, straight through where his kind of center of zip would be, there's like an explosion of radiant light and bits of kind of purple energy and Ghost splatter on the walls, revealing on the tip of Aku's spear a purple kind of crystalline jewel that almost seems to be where Ghost's heart was, that begins pulsing rapidly with purple light. But Ghost's body is gone. This remains on the tip of Aku's spear.
What?
Oh.
What is that?
What is that?
What are those?
Aku fucked him up. That's what.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
He's probably going to turn around and everyone's going to hear in their minds, guys.
Barnes, top of the round.
What the fuck is up with that? It's just a heart on a spear?
Yeah, a heart-shaped purple jewel, and you see the light flashing quickly.
I'm gonna shoot some Eldritch Blasts at it, I guess. See if hitting it does anything. Try and break it?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay.
The fuck's got shatter?
The first one is a 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Okay. Second one's a natural 20.
Yep.
Third is a it's a 19, but I crit because I have Hexblade's curse on Kyphon, the entity. Does it still count?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2 crits,
Holy
1 normal hit. Okay, so the first one is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
The second one is 16 plus 7, 23 plus another 6, 29 points of damage.
Okay.
And the third one is 7 doubled, 14, 21, 27 points of damage on the third.
Okay. These 3 beams erupt from your sword, each one hitting the side, and like as you see, each one kind of gets like almost the gem almost goes porous for a second as it kind of is the flow in, but the kind of mixing of the black energy from your Eldritch Blast and the purple energy side almost seem to combust and move, and as it kind of like explodes out a tiny bit, there are major cracks appearing alongside each side of the gem.
Okay, so damaging it looks like it does something. Okay, in which case, like, kind of as he's hitting, I think, like, he'll have caught from the corner of his eye, Rasha fixing Bespin, and, like, the red swirling around him kind of ceases momentarily and, like, collapses inwards, and just for, like, a little second, he's just normal Barnes with no Asmodeus, as he smiles slightly, returns to pelting this little gem with Eldritch Energy. And when he's done, he's going to draw back, use the bonus action for, the temp HP. Y'all temp HPing, and you can use your reactions to move. And he'll just say, "All right, time to finish it. Let's get him before he does anything else." And that is 14 temp HP. You can use your reactions to move if you want to get closer and punch it.
Thank you very much, Barnes. Roman.
That was epic.
It's a lot of damage.
As Ghost's brother, does Roman get any kind of suspicious inclinations from this gem?
Make a Arcana check.
(26).
26. Casadius, with your high perception and insight, even with also going on, you might notice this as well. But with the Arcana, you notice that a couple of the bits of Ghost nearby have flown up to the gem and almost seem to be all the other bits look on the wall. You look at them from where you come back, they've kind of slunk ever so slightly closer to this gem, almost as if it's reforming around it.
Yeah. Roman will move 30 feet closer. Is the fear still in effect?
No.
He'll move 30 feet closer, manifest his echo, and then attack twice.
Go for it.
25 and 18.
25 hits, 18 does not.
18 points of slashing damage. Piercing damage.
18 points. Yeah, absolutely. As the sword kind of comes down, your first strike, you kind of slice a bit off, and the kind of pink crystal vanishes, and a small slither of it seems kind of disintegrates around you. The second one, however, as you come back, kind of there is something about this that doesn't make it entirely corporeal, and you kind of slice straight through it.
Okay, that's Roman.
Okay. Could I get Hayden on?
Yeah. Okay, so seeing that the attacks seem to be working, I think. Hayden's not been given any sort of indication that it's a bad idea to attack this, has he?
No.
Okay. Then same as last time, let's go. Oathbow. We're gonna use steady aim. So I can roll 3 times. It's 24 hit. This little gem.
24 does hit. Yep.
Cool. Let's see how much damage I do. Does this still count as my sworn enemy? Actually.
Yes.
It does. Okay. Cool.
63.
I do 63 points of damage, Jamie.
The glass heart shatters, letting out a wave of purple energy. Could I have wisdom saving throws?
Oh no!
Casadius, Barnes, Hayden, Roman, Vespin,
You bastard!
Rasha, Zug. Ascor, Cass's mum, Essek, and Rasha's dad are all out of range of this.
Is this a spell?
This is not a spell.
I
Damn it.
fucked up!
That's a natural one from Rashavel, who clearly thinks
That's
we've
an
already
11,
won.
man. It's an 11.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Not in range to Aku. I rolled a 23.
Okay. Hayden succeeds.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my. Vespin gets 11.
Vespin fails.
Failure for both of my characters.
Rasha fails, and
33.
Barnes fails. 33. Aku survives.
Is this a charm effect?
No.
Okay.
Rasha, Roman fails, right?
Roman fails.
Roman fails. Okay, so Rasha, Casadius, Hayden, Vespin, Barnes, and Roman all fail.
Wait, I thought you said I passed. I succeeded.
No. Rasha, Casadius. Oh, sorry, you do succeed. Sorry, yeah. Rasha, Casadius, Vespin, Barnes, Roman all fail. As the kind of high gem explodes, a part of it latches onto each of you. All 5 of you. A chunk gets left, and as you kind of like look around, just kind of take a breath, pause for the first time in a while, you look back, and there's a single humming kind of bit of purple light where Ghost's heart and Ghost once was, that's kind of ever so slightly delicately pulsing. But for now, combat is over, and if the 5 of you who failed kind of attempts to pull the glow off you, it seems impossible. Trying to try to wrench it, it doesn't come off. And that is where we will leave it for a very quick break. Be back at 1:15 as the combat is over.
Oh my God.
What disease have you given us?
What's happening?
I don't feel
Linked
good
to
about
Ghost.
this.
What's happening?
Hey,
Space AIDS.
see you guys in a couple minutes.
See you in a bit. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back. The group had saved Vespin from the jaws of murder, defeated Ghost, perhaps. A single purple heart jewel was remained. They have shattered it. It has flown out and attached itself to various party members, leaving a small pulsing purple light where Ghost once stood. And each of you, some of you, with this weird affliction on your arms, maybe your chest, part of your neck. But it is calm in this room. You can hear the faint sound of Miss Stoutcane sobbing. And it is quiet. There's no battle. You imagine from beyond the doors, the throne room, there must be guards scrambling. It's been about 40, 50 seconds since combat began. They'll be here soon. Those of you with the purple attached to you, Rasha, Casadius, Vespin, Barnes, Roman, feel an unnatural pull pulling you towards the purple light. Weak for now, as if something's nagging at the edge of your brain, whispering for you to approach. But you all take a moment, having been, some of you died, come back, beaten up,
Time.
barely movable, and just perhaps enjoy the quiet for 1 or 2 seconds before thinking about the implications and how on earth you're going to explain any of this to the people who walked out of the room merely minutes ago.
There must have had a lot of noise, right? Like a fireball went off.
Yeah, there was a
like,
lot of noise.
There were crashes and crackles. And all
Psychic
sorts.
screams, like eldritch
Yeah.
screams.
The like guards that were whatever they were.
Yeah, their bodies are disintegrating, turning to dust around you.
Oh, they're just completely disintegrated.
Yeah.
Are there bits of like ghost
Oh,
legs everywhere?
Yeah, there is like bits of purple energy, cracks in the wall, and weird. I'm gonna call it flesh, but it doesn't quite seem. You guys have seen a lot of Bad Luck Human. Doesn't quite seem real human. It seems to almost flash in and out of existence as it kind of stationary remains where it is, no longer pulling towards that central purple light as it was when it was a heart.
DM, those of us who have received purple bits upon our persons, is it visible externally?
Yes.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I think the second combat finishes, Barnes doesn't even pause to think. He immediately just like sprints at Vespin and gives him a big tackle hug.
He rolls over, hugs you back, and you just see he's like heavy breathing, and like as you kind of hit him, he kind of vomits again off to the side, and you see kind of black sludge almost come out, and clearly coughing up whatever nasty necrotic effect was taking hold on his innards.
Barnes just says, "That's really gross, but honestly, I'll not hold it against you." And just give him another little less intense hug, maybe.
I think I was dead. Again.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah, he seems to almost try to get to his feet and struggles and
I help him out
emerging.
and say, "You're making a habit of it. You've got to kick it."
You know me. I don't quit.
Oh, you sure don't, do you?
Rasha's dad appears from behind the thing, as does Miss Stoutcane, and you can see her she's got burn marks over quite a lot of her clothing. She's kind of passing a little bit out, and she's kind of peering through the haze and mist, and you kind of hear her call out, "Dad? Sadis?"
Oh, is that his mum?
Yeah.
How does Cass feel? Like, is he worried about letting her near him? Does he feel like something's wrong?
You feel that nagging sense that you want to approach the light, but you really don't know. Like, this is stuck to your arm. You're unsure. Probably overly cautious in this sense.
I don't know if he'd run to his mum knowing that he possibly has something wrong with him. She's still all the way across the room, isn't she?
Yeah.
He's gonna take a step back and look at his arm.
Yeah, it just seems embedded in there, but it wasn't painful when it attached, and you can see that it doesn't seem to go into the skin. You kind of peel it off, and it seems to move with it. It's almost like a tattoo.
Can he investigate it? Has he ever seen anything like this before?
Yeah, go for it.
25.
25. So in all physical senses, it seems solid. You seem like you can pull it, but when you pull it, it doesn't. It's not even like it's moving from your skin. It just doesn't move. There's no like force. However, it's attached to you. It's nothing physical. And you kind of feel it, and it's slightly warm to the touch. And as you move your hand across it, there is like a faint line of light inside it that follows your finger, and almost seems to draw a vein across it.
Barnes, do you know what this is?
Oh, what? This? And I suppose he'll take his attention to the purple thing.
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
That is. I'm gonna use a d6, an additional d6 there, so that's 25.
25. You look at it. You look at your own. You look down at Vespin's. And obviously this was part of the heart. You can see that whatever it is, it seemed to be. You look back at that light, and you see that there's kind of wisps floating off from it, kind of immediately disapparating and diffusing into the air. And you think about perhaps what Ghost was and what this is, and it's clearly a holder, and the heart was is capturing this light's power, holding it, causing it to be able to exist in this world, and refining it into a being capable of wielding that power. Otherwise, the light, from what you can see, is just immediately brought in, and then outside of this area is whatever source of power it's drawing from is too far away. So that's your reasoning about what this is. How it's attached to you, you can only make the same conclusion that it's Casadius, that it's your mind or somehow has attached itself to your being and seems to want to be reunited not only with the light, but with the other parts of it.
So they're like tethers to the core of Kaifon's power.
Yeah.
He'll repeat that in his best estimate, and he'll say, "Oh well, I'm not exactly an archmage, so maybe in layman's terms, I guess it's connecting us to Kaifon somehow, but I don't know. A link can be broken, right?" He's gonna turn to Vespin, who is an archmage, and be like, "But you're the smart one, so." Roman, dare I ask, Essek as well?
Essek kind of stumbled against the wall, and Roman is. Normally, there's some thread or some connection or some agreement made, and didn't hear anything, didn't make any pact. And Vesper nods. Yes, normally, as you know, my speciality is when you agree to something or just in word. This is just attached. I suppose we can only begin to formulate via experimentation. We could touch ours. One person could return it to the light. See what occurs.
That sounds a bit empirical and learned by doing, and the doing could be, can we dispel it? Is this sort of thing just a happy dispel away from everyone having a nice dinner at the end of the day?
Of course, and you see him like wave a dispel magic over his arm. Doesn't drop off.
Okay. He's gonna turn to the others. Who have the symbol. What do you want to do, guys? It's a few of us, right?
We should get that looked at.
How
That
do we
doesn't
get?
look good.
How do we get rid of it? Is it gonna? What's it gonna do if we leave it?
Oh, we can't dispel it, and I don't know about you guys, but I sort of feel it's like a tug in the back of my mind wanting me to walk towards the light, which I don't think is something that we should do necessarily.
DM,
Yep.
Ascor's gonna step forward, sort of probably looking quite heavily suspiciously and interrogatingly towards those who have purple blobs upon them. And he's going to cast Detect Thoughts on himself as is normal.
Yep. On the others, right?
Just go like surface level thoughts. Go from 1 to the each. Does he detect anything
Yep. There's something
abnormal about the psyche?
Yep. As well as kind of the central mind of the person, there is something deep in the back of each skulls that you can barely see. Do you want to delve deeper into it?
Yes. Who's been affected once more?
Rasha, Casadius, Vespin, Barnes, Roman.
Rasha, Casadius, Vespin, Barnes. That's not easy, you know.
That's not an easy bunch.
I'll go for Casadius.
I mean, they can just, like, you can choose to let it happen. Whoever it's being done to. Going for Casadius. Casadius, could you, if you'll allow Ascor in, describe the feelings he's pushing past as he attempts to get towards the back of your brain?
Right now, fear, worry that he's not going to be able to go home with his parents like he wanted to. Pride that they got through the worst of this and that his mother's still alive. Pride that they're all still alive. Pride that he's still alive. And then again, just before the end, there's just that worry of, but will I still live?
As you push through those feelings, perhaps mirroring some of your own deep down, Ascor, you get, and please do take 3d10 damage, or 2d10, however much it is.
Me?
Yep, for your wish.
Oh, yes,
push back,
2d10.
and there's a fractured mind, something there, and it seems to just be more emotion and feeling about one particular thing than a formulated sapient mind, and you just hear it say, it's almost like the feeling you get when you reunion, reform, together, whole.
That's it?
Yep.
Ascor puts his hand out and just says to each of them, wait. All of you, and points to everyone with a purple bang on them. What does it look like, by the way, DM, the purpleness on them?
Fractured, slightly large chunks of a massive purple jewel fractured.
And you see a sort of bit of steam ripple off Ascor, a little heat wave as he's cast the spell there. Detect Thoughts. He holds his temple for a moment and goes, I've just read Casadius' mind. I felt the intentions of Ghost.
What does that mean?
These pieces plan to reform. There's still intent there. Something must be done somehow. That we destroy them, remove them, keep them locked away from one another. We can't let these reform.
Is it reform like us touching each other, or his eyes kind of turn back to the swirling light? Is it just like a formless purple light, Jamie?
Yeah,
That's
on the
where
side.
I guess it's reform with that. Our plan here, it was to bind Kaifon after we defeated Ghost. Is that possible in the state that he's in? Does that fix our problem?
He hasn't left much of a body. Before we shattered it, that heart was reforming. Do we allow the heart to form and bind it? Or do we keep them separate and find another solution?
See. So we let it reform, reunite, and we bind it then. Or we try and shift ourselves away, never see each other again. Run to the ends of the earth. Never return to
Yeah.
Rosanna.
Do we hide it from others and trust the people in this room to not fall victim to its whims? Or do we lock ourselves away?
Rasha huffs and he says, I have been controlled by Ghost Kaifon before. It will not happen again. It cannot. I will not let it.
Roman stands up. We are going to hide it from others? Is that the group decision?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really understand any of this magic stuff.
Well, as I see it, the choices are these, Sog. We either let the five of us allow Kaifon to reunite, reform our body that we can seal properly, like her plan was to. Or we resist it forever. We run, we hide ourselves, we stop ourselves from ever returning to Kaifon. It stays alive, and it's alive in that it has a tether to the five of us, but I don't know, guys. I already have Asmodeus after my soul. I don't know if I can deal with another eldritch being, you know?
You see Zug kind of like lift his axe. He's not looking the best. He doesn't look like he's about to fall over dead, but he's like pretty beat up. And he goes, "Oh well, you know, if it reforms, we'll just fight it again." With like a complete false sense of like the adrenaline still pumping in the veins.
Can it be done without the fighting? Can we? I mean, if we bind it immediately the second it starts to, can it be done? And he addresses this one to the Archmages, to Essek, to Bespin, to Roman. You guys are the smart ones. I'm just me.
Maybe if it's done in the correct place, we can try.
There's a coffin under the tree. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'd like to speak from a place of self-preservation, but I actually think neither of them would be speaking from a sense of self-preservation. It's either spend the rest of our lives resisting from Kaifon and hoping none of us succumb to it, or we let it reform and bind it away. That at least has a permanent end.
Spending your life on the run is no way to live. I think
This is true.
if we have a way to bind it, we should do it.
And we would need to either accept whatever judgment others would pass on us, how they'd choose to bind us, or lie the rest of our lives about how dangerous we are.
Not gonna lie, this doesn't sound like a preferable solution to this problem.
Oh, it sounds like an awful one. I think Hayden's right. Spending your life running is no solution.
Ascor shakes his head slightly in disbelief and turns to Rasha and goes, Can't Geb do anything?
Well, I mean, I cannot succumb to ghost, and I will be honest, I do not run particularly fast with all of this armor on. And also I have no inclination to, personally. I want to see Kaifon ended forever in this world.
That score walks over to you as you're speaking and sort of gets close to your face and goes, "Can you remove it? Can you defeat it? Magic. Power."
I cannot remove it, Asko, in this state. The Archmage tried the dispel. I can. He like waves his hand over, and a diamond shimmers off his armor as he tries a greater restoration, somewhat off the cuff. I assume it does nothing. This is the limit of what I can do now. I cannot do it.
Well, maybe I can. And then Ascor, as he's saying that, sort of collapses in exhaustion and just abject depletion.
I think the only permanent solution is to try to get ourselves to the tree, to bind it, finish it now. And if we are wrong and we fail, then honestly, I think we are just expediting something that would have happened eventually anyway. I think it would only be a matter of time if we ran with these brands before somebody could not resist its influence. I would not see ghosts spread like a disease around this world.
I agree.
So do I.
Right. I was never quite one for democracy, but perhaps equality. I think this is a vote.
And kind of Bond speaks up. But the tree is quite a ways away. It's not like we can teleport there. Weren't there magic fields?
Connected to the place I spent millennia lying. I think I can take us there. I'm more intimately aware of it than I am of almost anywhere else.
Oh, what a shit place to be intimately aware of.
It's not exactly home, but I guess we all end up in our tombs eventually.
Oh. All right. Binding. How do we do that? How do we make that happen? What will increase our chances of success? Stack the odds in our favor.
Take all that we can. Everybody can contribute to the runes I will draw, and hope that with the gods and whatever power we have, it's enough.
Okay. That makes me feel a lot better. I actually think we have a shit ton of power. Fucking hell. Bonds is just gonna take a pause and just look around everyone and be like, guys, that was insane. All of you, that was absolutely mad. How powerful have we all become? That was terrifying, but also I'm glad I was with you guys for that.
Yes, that was quite something to watch, says Rash's Forge Monster.
Rasha just immediately freezes. He's not heard this voice in quite a while.
I'm not quite sure if this is real or how I got here. That was an impressive show. Where am I?
You
My
know,
Lulz fangs.
Forge Master, I would like to say, first of all, your common is a lot better than I thought it was. I'm really sorry you nearly died because of my enemies. That is, the second time that has happened. Rasha kind of looks to the side and doesn't quite look him in the eyes, and his eyes kind of slowly slide upwards and say, Do you believe in Gib now, or?
Why is your armor scuffed and you see him lick his thumb and go to go clean it? Why is it hot?
Rash just completely mortified. I absorbed the fire. I'm the saint of fire now.
The tools have not been cleaned since you've left. And then the mind flayers came. There is so much to cap you up on. You have so many chores.
I am a saint now. I do not do chores, Dad. I forge my.
I don't care what your nickname is with these people.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Rasha just has no idea what to say, and then he just. I mean, if we conceal
Are you
the.
too good to do the sweeping now?
Yes, but. No, I will sweep. I will sweep all of Ulsa once I have sealed the Eldritch Evil, because if we do not do that, you will not have a son that is. I'm claiming that title. To sweep your floors. So I will do it if I live. And I am glad you are unharmed. And even if you had died, I would have fixed it. Because that is what I do, and also because I like you very much. You are family.
And pauses and thinks and puts his hand on his lips. Well, I'm not used to bits of emotion, but before it just felt colder since you've been gone. It's been a long time.
It has.
He kind of struggles with the word. Adoptive mother? Is that what you prefer? And I would come visit. But seriously, how did I get here? What is going on? Who was that? And I presume you might need to fill in a tiny bit.
Yeah, and Rasha will kind of take his dad to the side and explain portals and space and timey-wimey as well. People kind of continue.
Everyone else, including Rashomon, Vespin seems to be gathering a vote. Those of you who want to go and attempt to bind this thing now, or those of you who wish to pretend none of this happened, go your separate ways and attempt to deal with Kaifon's influence in your own way. Could I get those of you? Actually, I'll run down the list one by one. So, Hayden, your choice.
Yeah, Hayden's made it clear that he wants to free his friends from this influence, so if they want to try to go reform Ghost and then bind him in the tree, then you have his bow.
Roman, I can hear the distant alarm bells. Whatever we do, we need to do quickly. And powerful as I am, I think someone needs to remain here to explain. But no, sorry, that's not where Roman's gone. I've too long spent my life plagued by either trying to stop, protect, or deal with Alenia. I want this gone too. Zug.
I'm not running from this thing. We came here to finish this. This ends today.
Sadius.
I've come this far and I just want to go home. But I can't do it like this, so if everyone else is game, I'm game for putting that guy down properly.
Rasha.
I will not bring this back to my home. I cannot face Geb like this. Moreover, I will not live my life under Ghost's influence for a second longer. We are going.
Ask almost looks surprised, like, me? Not that I wouldn't, but he points to the slew of highly powerful mages that now make up the current group. There's nothing, mostly nothing, I bring to what it is you're trying to do. You have everything you need. If I look behind me and behind us to Aman, look, I may not be the right person to lead, but through all of this, I have at least found I can work out who shouldn't lead, or who would be wrong to take power, or whoever tries to grab it. I'm going back to Aman. For once, I think my city needs me. And for once, I think you guys don't.
Essek. Again, you make a choice to save yourselves and the greater good. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to help. Each of you should be bound separately. I don't know why you'd risk reforging it. After seeing what it's done. Aku.
Well, from the way that I see it, we have no idea what's going to happen to the people that have been infected by this once it reforges, if we even can. So, I don't think it's my decision. I think it's for Casadius, Barnes, Bespin, Rasher, and Roman to decide, but I'll come if that's what you decide.
Barnes. I believe that covers everybody after that as well.
I'm a walking threat of Asmodeus power to begin with. I don't think we need to add another one to the list. I want it gone because I want to be me, myself, free of influence. I'll risk anything for it, even my own life. I'll give it if I have to, but I don't think Hyphon should linger in this world.
Those of you who decided to go, gather around Vespin. Essek stands watching. In the distance, you hear guards about to break down the door. Ascor, are you planning to confront the guards, or what are your plans? Are you planning to leave?
Is there a means of leaving other than going via the guards?
Well, there are, given the abilities you have, there are a whole bunch of ways. There are windows you could teleport out of. You could use your ability to kind of slip through cracks that have been made by the fight. You could hide behind the door and try to slip out that way. Or you'll be confronting the guards and the members of the Kryn dynasty after their throne room has been destroyed and their queen is missing.
Yeah, I think Ascor is gonna... Sorry, am I the last person left in the room, or...?
No, it's so everybody else has gone over to Vespin. Essek is
Yeah.
waiting there. Essek is going to talk to people about what happened.
In that case, Ascor is just going to say to the group, "It's been one hell of a ride, but don't be afraid to ride me." "Of course you will." And then you can see Hat of Disguise comes over his head, spins it, and he turns into just a drow and uses a 3rd level spell slot to cast Tongues on himself. Probably takes 5 damage or something for doing that. But also uses Revelation of Flesh to give himself a hovering speed and to make himself pliable, and slips through the cracks of the window and beyond.
Okay. Alaska leaves. Roman goes over to Essek. You're going to keep these two, and he points to the Forge Master and Mrs. Stoutcan safe. You're going to explain what happened here truthfully until I get back. Essek nods, sighs. I don't know what you take me for. Pragmatist, yes. Evil, no.
Odds raises his eyebrow but says nothing.
Zadius, is there anything you'd like to say to your mum? Or are you still kind of keeping your distance?
He's not going to say anything to his mum, but if she's been approaching this whole time, there's going to be this brief flicker on his face of an expression that makes him look a lot younger than he is, and it's fear. And he's going to run up and hug her. He's going to pull her up into a big hug. Just in case it's the last time he ever gets to do this. Feet off the ground and everything. Just...
I don't know how I ended up here, but I saw you fighting. It was so brave, and I'm so proud, and I'm just sorry you didn't think you could tell me. I'm not as weak as I look. I can take it.
Yeah, I just.
I know you
always
were trying
figured-
to protect me. Protect us. I just want to know you're safe. That's all I need. And she
Well,
kind of gives you a kiss on the cheek and says, "Good luck." Sorry.
I,
go on.
I think all the people here, they're good people, and if anyone's gonna keep me safe through whatever's about to happen, Mom, it's gonna be these guys, okay? So just hang on a little, and we can talk about what was in that letter properly, okay?
I don't know what you mean? I didn't read it.
Of course, Mom. He passes it to her. He reaches into his pocket after he sets her down, and he's gonna hand it to her.
Kind of puts it down and looks a little shameful and bashful, but kind of holds your hand in both of them and with hers, and your hand looks quite big with him and kind of kisses your hand and almost seems to begin to say something, and then just closes it down and goes and stands with Essek and the Forge Master as you all gather around Vespin, holding hands.
Harsha nods to his Forge Master on the way out. Just says, I do not need to say goodbye, and I do not need luck, but don't need it, but I think I would still like it. And yeah, despite his confidence, I think even he is probably obviously.
Gives you a cross arm and what would be a Lolth salute, skittering like that. Gives you a drow salute, whatever a drow salute looks like. Drow salute. Yeah, that is a good one. Good luck in battle, and come home safe to the forge. And you can tell me all of Geb, your imaginary friend who isn't quite so imaginary.
I think I have some upgrades to do when I am back.
Clearly, and he points towards your armor.
No, I mean the forge. Yours is shit. And he's gonna turn back to the group.
There's like a wry smile on his face as you all approach Vespin, gather around, touch hands, and Vespin says, "Ready?" Everybody nods. It's that same discombobulating, whirling feeling. There's a bit of turbulence as you're kind of thrown a little bit, and all of you kind of feel lurched from one side to the other as the effects of the Barbfield's magic is kind of twisted and pulled. But after some time, you are back. There is a faint feeling of it is dark. There's the smell of kind of moisture and dampness and crackle of kind of gunpowder the smell of gunpowder, which you link to kind of the power of the arcane. It face a very strong magical energy, and you are surrounding the now open tomb that you pulled Bespin's body from previously, with kind of one of the roots of the tree spreading down across it. There are kind of arcane runes drawn alongside of the tomb that you have to remember slashing up, and kind of the various traps that let you guys past, and you're all kind of gripping hands around the center of this tomb. And it is, like I said, it's dark. It is quiet other than the sound of vague nature, and if you want to, you can quickly go to roll 20 to remind yourself what this looks like in very quickly here.
I'm not sure I want to remember.
And grimly, see Vespin kind of begins to alter some of the runes on the tomb, and it takes a while. An hour passes, quite delicate work. If there's anything you guys wanted to say to each other. Or you stand
Got
in
milk?
silence waiting. Aware of the enormity of the task perhaps ahead of you.
Is it Essek who's preparing the ritual, or did you say it was...
Vespin.
Sorry, it's Vespin.
Essek waited behind.
Are we resting in this time? Is it?
Yes, this is definitely a short rest.
Okay.
As Vespin starts preparing the ritual, Hayden's going to approach Roman. And where is it that Roman got hit by the purple crystal?
This is Roman's neck.
And he kind of rears at his neck and kind of cringes a bit and says, "How are you feeling?"
Like I am young again, and part of my brain constantly worries about what Elenia is getting up to, but this time, it's not natural.
Yeah. Um. If this means that Elenia Ghost, if what we're about to do means he's gone forever, are you prepared for that? You okay
I
with that?
entertained. I thought I might be able to save him. I entertained it as a possibility. Maybe I even still do. But he's been gone. He has been gone ever since he found that book 30, 40 years ago. And I just need to accept that. We held his funeral 30 years too late. This... And he kind of brings out the ring his mum gave him. We were both consecuted here. I suppose all I can hope is that whatever we do, we bind him here, and his soul is able to pass into the light of the Luxon, but it's a fraught hope,
Yeah.
an unlikely one.
Yeah.
And what you messaged me, you know that to be true. You know that
Oh.
Roman is probably either in denial or hoping against hope.
Okay. Hayden, in a rare display of sensitivity, does not bring up the fact that Elenia has not been consecuted, and
Yep.
that he's gone. He's gone. So Hayden just kind of nods and kind of reaches out and pats the side of Roman's arm and kind of gives him a small squeeze and says, well, whatever happens, we're here for you, so. We're gonna get through
Thank
this.
you. We're gonna do this together.
Yeah.
Okay, could you make a nature check for me?
Did you say me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can. What's him?
Saying your spirit's trying to tell you something. Can't work it out.
Is there a feeling I get from that? Or is it like a voice? Or like what does that manifest as? What does that feel
Manifest as it dancing, and you're sensing emotion, not panic, but purpose from this. Normally it conveys its thoughts and feelings, but being such a new being, it can't fully convey this thought.
I see it moving and vibrating. Is it like something
Yeah.
you can physically witness? Can I inspire him to?
Yep. The feel, yep, absolutely you can. The feeling you get from that is bondage.
Add a d12 to that.
Excuse me? This campaign just took an interesting turn.
Is that what we're here to do?
Ah.
Elaborate, please.
Do you want to rephrase that, Jamie?
Wait, no, I don't.
No.
You can,
I said what I said, damn it.
Could you I mean, if you want to add a d12 to it, you might get higher.
Okay. Three.
Three. Added on. Oh,
Yeah.
that's question on the page. Sorry.
Is that 17 total? Yeah.
17 total. Okay, I'm gonna message you something.
I'm nervous. Do you wanna do whispers mode? Do you wanna just say
No,
it
it's fine.
and we'll take our headsets off?
I got it.
Ooh.
And yep, cool. I've sent it. You hear that? That's been whilst I've been doing this. I'm very nearly ready. I've tried to build in as many safeguards as I could. If I had time, I'd bind some poor devil to do the things post, but I don't know what time we have.
I could summon one if you want a devil. Do you remember Coldcore? Do you know him? Do you know who he is?
Colgo was a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Hans, my love, use that wonderful brain of yours to perhaps think about what I feel about devils.
No, I know, but if you want to find, I no more devils. That's fine. No,
You have to
Sure.
wait from me.
yes, have to wait. How can we help? Can we?
All of you, please, hands connected around, touching a rune on each side. Those of you with those of us afflicted, inner ring. Everyone else, outer.
Well, this could go awfully. And honestly, this didn't start a few minutes ago. This started a long time ago, and I just remember a quote from a book that I read a long time ago. But you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can change where you are and change the ending. And that is what we're going to do. We are going to change the outcome. And for those of us that thought we had endings, shit ones, we're going to write new stories. And I'm just going to use my inspiring leader feat, which I suppose my delivery wasn't so inspiring, but just take 24 temporary HP.
I thought it was good.
It was very inspiring.
Just
Yeah.
take 24 temporary HP.
That's been nods. Says there is no making things right. Only better than it was. And with that, you can see he kind of begins to touch the ritual, that start flaring, and there's small bits of light connecting each of you.
Aku is like in deep thought, just as like it's Vespin, right? Starts casting the ritual.
Yep.
And he's like, something's dawned on him, and he's kind of like, to everyone else around the room, if you take the same vow that my ancestors did, maybe the quarry will give you the power to help figure this out. He's like kind of like sort of jumping back and forwards. Like he's still kind of confused about it, but like he's kind of like, I know the vow. Maybe that will help. Surely that's better than nothing, right? Like my people have been fighting against Kaifon for decades, hundreds of years. Surely,
You're the anti-Kaifon squad. How do we? What is the? We'll say it. What is it?
and he's trying to like listen to his thoughts for a moment. He's kind of like, okay, all men are weak at some point in their lives, and he's like motioning for people to like repeat after him. The quarry protect those who are weak and uses his strength for others. Strength does not make one capable of rule, it makes one capable of service. I will unite instead of divide. I will bring us together and bind the evil that haunts dreams. I am the shield, and the spirit shall be the sword. And he kind of pauses after every like sentence so that people can repeat it back, and keeps repeating.
It's in player chat.
We all read it out together.
You want to all read it out together? Do the chanting.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah,
tried
let's do
saying
some
happy
fucking
birthday on a
chanting.
Zoom
It's a
call?
cult,
Let's go.
man.
Right, you're all in the cult now. Let's go.
Wait, where is
Alright.
it?
Okay,
Where-
it's in the player
I'm
chat.
not
Yeah,
yet.
Gen chat.
Who art thou
Should we
in
count
heaven?
in?
Yeah.
To try and lighten the mood of the situation, Casadius will use his tail like a conductor's thingy and just try and get everyone going at the same time.
Okay. Count us down, Aku.
Hayden steps up and holds Aku's hand just as this starts.
Aw.
He's just repeating it, so
Okay. Are we going?
Going.
3, 2, 1, go.
All men.
All men are
men are weak at some
in
point in
Time
their
in their
life.
life.
Our Father,
This is
Glory
a
be
who art thou in heaven.
Protect this
Attack
Hallowed
world.
be thy
Use
name.
strength
Strength
for others.
for others.
Use
Thy kingdom
strength for
come,
others.
thy will be
Strength.
done.
Makes one
Strength.
capable of
on earth
service.
Makes one
as it
capable
is
I
of
will
in
service.
heaven.
unite instead of
I will
divide.
unite
Give us
instead
this
of
day our
divide.
daily bread.
Bind
Forgive us
together
our
the
trespasses.
Unite
I
instead of
am the
divide.
Forgive
shield,
those who
spirit
Bring us
shall be
trespass
the
together
against
to
sword.
us.
fight evil that haunts.
And lead us not
I
into
am the shield.
temptation, but
And
deliver
spirit
us.
shall be the sword.
from
Just
evil.
throughout that, I want you to know that Cass took Zog's hand just to try and get a laugh out of Hayden.
Hayden starts laughing in the middle.
Could I have?
It's definitely
on the
holding
basis-
Bespin's hand and is just laughing hysterically through the words because it is just funny.
Could I have with advantage D20 rolls from everybody?
Just D20 with advantage.
Just straight D20.
Can I bardic some boys?
No.
Oh,
Wait. D20, just a flat D20.
can
But
I
twice.
knowledge from a past
Sorry.
life?
Wait, did you say one
one
or-
of mine
one or
was an
two?
18. Sorry, it came through weird on roll 20.
Can I knowledge from past life or just flat rolls? Okay.
So keep the rolls to yourself.
Oh, scheisse.
I've already said
Oh
them.
fuck.
No, that's fine.
Wait.
No, keep them to yourself as best you can. As in, just don't tell me. I'm not looking at them.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause
Is it
I know the
like-
number in my head that you guys need to beat on average for nothing to go wrong.
is
with the
it a
ritual.
combination of the two rolls or just
No,
the
no,
best
no.
No, you're
It's the
rolling with
best one.
advantage, man.
one? Okay, cool. Okay.
Rolling with advantage.
Die, reroll that,
As-
reroll that.
Good.
As you feel it, there are people behind you, formless figures. Some of you, perhaps from Lanharath, the figures well recognize them as quarry spirits, begin appearing one by one, adding their chanting to your harmonious melody.
Thank you.
Thank
And the runes flare out one by one. And as Vespin nods to those in the inner circle, now, and each of you, like, the kind of push yourselves forward, either your arms, putting your legs forward, and each of the pieces collect immediately form the heart above the coffin, and you can see as kind of immediately the light splatters out and begins to kind of puncture, and the inner thing almost seems to form, and you see it almost form fingers and an arm trying to come out, and immediately gets pushed back down as the black bars begin to almost form around, made of light, made of dark light around it, as the ritual attempts to withhold this thing here. Could I have from the 4 people who were, sorry, the 5 people who were affected? So could I have Rasha's roll first?
I didn't roll twice because Blonde and Rasha are different people. 19 for Rasha.
19 for Rasha. Okay.
Praise fucking Geb.
19 for Rasha. Could I have it
Do you have
for
advantage?
Casadius?
I rolled it with advantage. It was 3 and a 19.
Casadius got an 18.
18. Vespin, I didn't roll. Vespin gets a 12.
It's above 10.
Barnes,
16.
16. I didn't roll for Roman. Roman is a 16. 2 16s. Cool, that's the innermost circle. Hayden,
Okay.
16.
16.
Okay.
Zug,
I rolled an 18.
18.
Popping off.
Aku,
Praise Geb.
19.
Get be with us.
right.
Praise Sylvanas.
Is there anyone else? Am I missing anyone?
By the way, that was a natural 1 and then I rolled again.
So, I feel like, unless, what's the average of these?
Above 15, I think.
Like 14, 15?
Yeah, not bad.
Okay.
The lowest
Average
was
is
a 12.
16.75. So, I feel as though if I'd set it at, 18 average, I'm going to get some shouting. As the ritual kind of cracks, you feel the whole tree begin to shake. The inside of the heart begins to pulse outwards, each one kind of emitting purple light, and you'll struggle to hold on to each other. You feel your energy, your life force being pulled towards this central point. Each of you holding onto the other. Zug flexing to keep the two people beside him there, and it's not just taking strength, it's taking willpower, it's taking anything that you can continue to muster to keep yourselves from being flung towards the center of this, from the heart and pulling you out. And as the one by slowly, inch by inch, you can see Vespin sweat pouring down his face, each of you straining. The central orb of light surrounded with these bars of darkness slowly inches downwards, keeps going until with an almighty crash the coffin lid slides on, and all you see is the runes landing thing ignite, pushing all of you backwards into the wall. The spirits and the chanting stop immediately, and the runes, now flared and light fully with purple energy, stay there, and the tree stops shaking and everything is quiet. And those rolls, I have no option but to perhaps think that might have worked. And all of you have the purple removed from you. It is quiet and dark down here again, and all you've got is the faint rustling of animals as they move away from the center of what has just happened. Consequences of that going wrong. Somebody would have had to have been a host. Avoided, but you were rolling quite so high.
As the coffin lid slams down, Hayden kind of hesitates in the group silence for a minute before leaning forward and saying, "Did it work?"
I don't feel Kaifan anymore.
K-Barnes?
I think I'm okay. Are you okay? Are you okay? He just like turns around to everyone in the group and is like, "Are you okay?"
I feel okay.
I
We
feel
good?
pretty normal. I mean, I'm holding Zog's hand, but that was something we decided on before this, so he'll let go.
We did.
Does Roman still
Yeah.
have the purple crystal
Oh.
on his neck?
Strikes
Nope.
his head.
Taken in.
Are you okay? He turns to Vespin, who's just done the ritual.
Vespin's breathing, and you can see it's taken a huge amount out of him. That was probably equivalent to a wish spell. And kind of shrinking, but he's okay. He kind of slumps against the wall. He won't be doing that again for at least 12 hours as he passes out.
I mean, that seems pretty okay. It's done.
And other than the silence of the tree, all you hear is each other's heavy breathing.
Hayden runs at Roman and literally jumps and like koala hugs him because he's so
Oh.
glad that
Oh.
Roman is okay.
He didn't.
He sets himself down on the ground. You're okay.
I'm okay. We did it. We fixed it.
It's
Everyone's
fixed,
okay.
right? It's
And you all wanted to leave forever and
It's so fixed.
never talk to each other again.
It's so fixed. You have to deal with me forever. And he's gonna go give Cass a big hug.
Okay. Castle wraps his arms around him, and then his tail kind of wraps around as well.
Oh, bring it in, buddy. He says in Infernal.
I love when you speak to me like that.
Buddy. He's just gonna like run around and give everyone little hugs, kind of, in sequence. And...
Yeah, Cass will go up and give Hayden's hair a good tussle in a big brothery kind of way.
Hayden gives Cassadius a huge hug around like the
Around
the waist. Big
That's
tight
fine.
hug.
Just shakes Zug's hand, and then does a like, do I? Yes, and then he gives you like a little hug, and yeah, he goes around and shakes people's hands, and then moves into a hug. It seems fine.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, good ritual. Yeah.
Good ritual. Good ritual.
I was a bit scared for a second there. It had me in the first half. I will not lie.
Why are you only mad? It's only ritual.
Boz is just gonna like, she's like generally gleefully laughing and just gonna pause and be like, "Oh shit! Isn't there like a Draco Lich upstairs that I talked our way past, but might be pissed?"
I mean,
Why would he be pissed? We
Who
were friends.
cares? Who cares?
You did promise you weren't going to damage the tree.
He did promise that.
That wasn't us. That's not fair. We never damaged the tree. That was
We
Ghost.
fixed it, right? And harmed the fowl.
In fact, we went to great lengths to make sure this tree, the integrity of this tree remains the same as it was before we found it.
to be honest,
As far as he knows, he never left. We never left. We didn't do it.
well, after what we've just done, I think we can take a Draco Lich, so he can be mad all he
Same.
wants.
He's just kind of like holding his arm. It's kinda
You're
like
fine.
cash
Ah,
out
you're
of it.
fine, and Hayden
Oh,
punches him just where it hurts.
Maybe after a okay, easy with that one.
Okay, then he gives you a hug after
Just give
punching
me a
him.
slight nap, yeah, or something. I don't know, just a moment to catch my breath.
Rasha nods and says, I think I will open a temporary hospital when we are somewhere safer. I have a bit left. I can, if you are missing body parts, I will grow them back.
He kind of looks at his arm. I seem to have all my body parts.
It's a close one though, that arm, it is dangling.
Yeah, looks kind of bad, dude. By a thread.
It's just a cut. It's fine. I think I just might have broken the bone, but other than that's fine.
The little quarry spirit is like dancing gleefully, and like its light is like illuminating much of this small room. And it's through your link, Aku, you are emotions that are foreign to you, not entirely foreign to you, but seemingly are influencing, are just full of elation, pride, happiness coming from your spirit.
Aku is awkwardly standing in the corner whilst everyone is yelling and hugging. But he is smiling. And he looks over to Rasha and says, just to Rasha, I am really glad that you're okay, Rasha. I was worried for a moment. For a few moments.
Rasha sort of says, I would be lying if I said I was not also really worried. I'm glad as well that everything turned out better than we really could have hoped or had any right to.
Aku awkwardly nods at Rasha, seemingly not quite used to the feelings that the quarry spirit is bleeding through to him.
How do we get back, though, guys? We cannot teleport here. Are we? And do we walk?
I guess we're stuck for at least a night.
Is that Vespin on the ground?
No,
Or
no,
Roman?
Roman. Vespin's just snoring
He's
like a
just done.
baby.
Well, I guess we're having a sleepover in a creepy tree for old time's sake.
Why you can't just, teleport us out of here like we came in?
Oh, no, unfortunately.
Oh, is that
People
not
can
how that works?
teleport around space-time, or apparently the Archmage and the Archmage only.
Oh. Oh, well, if he's having a nap, I think and already Zug is already
Wait,
getting down.
wait.
Yeah. Sorry, is this your spot?
No, I'm not as tired as... Well, I was saving a bit of power in reserve should things go wrong, but kind of turned around and just put his finger trace out the door to the mansion. And he's just going to say, I tried to make some renovations in my subconsciousness a little bit, so I hope we'll find it a bit less devilly, maybe, and a bit more, I don't know, full of champagne bottles and confetti. Have fun. He's gonna push the door open. And indeed, as promised, there are banners everywhere reading, "Congratulations, Spice Boys." There's like champagne bottles. It's like balloons everywhere. There are also like little, they're not like devils, they're little like robots, in fact. Little maybe automata, which if any of you have maybe seen picture books of the Age of Arcanum, the little robot guys that they used to have, ready with stretchers should everyone just go and pass out on one. There are also jugs of water, there are finger sandwiches, there is even a little turntable and some disco light should we so feel the mood at the end. It is a
Finger
party
sandwiches.
Yeah.
So it's
A celebration.
already just kind of like taking finger sandwich after finger sandwich. He's not grabbing multiple and eating them. He's just eating one after the other
Like
at
chain
an
eating?
impressive rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, for anybody who's as traumatized as I am, the bar is still open and I'll be in there having whiskey. And I'm just gonna wander down that way.
I'm coming, and he follows
Yeah,
after you.
that's not such a bad idea, actually. And Cass will sling an arm around Hayden and just like carry on to the bar with them.
And as Cassidius is dragging him along, Hayden's gonna beckon for Zug and Aku to follow as well.
No,
And
put Vespin
Rasha.
on stretcher so he can go
He's
sleep.
still-
Wait, hold
drink
on, and
milk,
it's like
right?
it's still kind of like started to load up with finger sandwiches. He's kind of like moving away, but like as much as he can carry, using his kind of slightly broken arm as a kind of sleeve to carry more sandwiches.
Did Hayden ask Rasha if he still drinks milk?
I was like, white Russian, right? Remember what was the D&D version we made up of a white Russian?
He just chuckles and he says, "No,
White
not
Rosanna.
today. Not today. I think white Rosanna. Not today. No, today it is whatever it is you drink that makes you strange."
Yeah, white Rosanna. We'll hook you up. Okay, coming right up, and he'll like run off to the bar to go get drinks started.
Okay. So, with you guys drinking the night away, of your journey in the morning, do we want to call it there? And we will discuss what happens between now, next session, do final bits of roleplay, finish up what happens when everybody goes home from here. I would need quite a lot of discussion from people over the next week, please. Obviously, not that perhaps you're doing anything next week, but you can all make yourself level 20, however you think you like it. And you can let me know your plans, if there are any roles you want to make, or what your plans would be once you go home, and we can do, the epilogue, any last bits of interpersonal roleplay, cap off what's happening to each people, talk to each other about what your characters might be doing if they're doing together, or anything that might influence somebody else, and me, obviously, and we will present what happens in the next days, weeks, months, years, following you as a group putting an end to the demon lords of the Abyss's invasion, stopping the mind flayer colonies from being under pressure, coming to the top and invading the surface, helping some people through the vampire plague.
Not everyone wants to be helped in the vampire plague.
No, true. Summoning and then defeating the Avatar of Kaifon. Bringing back one of the most misaligned and misreported humans and archmages in history to hopefully do good in the current world and make up for past mistakes, if allowed to. Fixing the Divine Gate and stopping any threat from Kaifon for at least however long it is until some other idiot decides that a journal is a great idea to find to the stars and convinces another group of idiots to help him. And that is where, drinking away in Barnes's mansion, bodies bruised, soul drained, horrified by what you've seen for the day, we will leave you until next week, where we find out how the story ends. Thanks everyone for watching. Well done, guys. Just about lived. A couple of dicey rounds and insane rolls at the end to make my bittersweet ending really unfair if I tried to push for it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I rolled a like
You
3
fucking
and
asshole.
a 5, I think, were my first rolls on each of them. So that advantage was very good.
Unless you rolled a
that.
natural 1, a 3, and a 5, you're all going in the coffin. Everyone's in. That's the end of the
This has
story.
been our roles, like imagine.
How many people would have gone in the coffin if we didn't succeed?
So the first one was a 12, actually, and that's the other thing. Part of next session will be kind of a DM questionnaire as well, which is I can peel back a little bit. What would have happened? What would have been this thing? So 12 was the average success. For every 2 on average, you were under 12, and another person needed to go in.
Should we like submit like a little Q&A like to you so you can like prep and then like we can do like a little presentation? or
Reveal.
something?
Yeah, if
Little
unanswered
keynote.
questions, uncertainties, what was going on with that? Why did that happen? What was here?
We should.
Oh, and also chat as well. Ask
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and
If
chat
you guys
as
have
well.
questions,
Jen,
Hell
Like
yeah,
Rose,
can you
and-
step
Will,
up? Ask us
Draco.
questions.
will Silas
Megalo.
Briarwood have a picnic with us? Was he serious when he said yes? Important stuff like that.
If Silas Bryan would have a picnic with you if you resurrect Delilah, and that's about the only way this is going down.
Yeah.
Let me
we'll
take
pass.
that note. Let me take that note down for my epilogue for Russia. True resurrection. Yo,
God. Oh my god, guys.
yo,
We did it.
Nobody
Alright.
died.
Nobody died. High five.
Well, I mean,
that's not
pretty true. Quite a lot of people died quite a bit.
There was
Nobody
quite a lot of
permanently
dying.
died.
None of us died.
I didn't think I was going to make it through that final battle, you know. I didn't think I was going to make it.
I think your last
No,
couple of rounds
yeah.
were basically like, I cast Wish, I'm not doing anything else. Leave me alone, I've done my
Yeah,
part.
pretty much.
I didn't know that
My
you
work
take
here
damage
is
after
done.
you cast Wish. That's crazy.
Yeah, basically when you cast a spell, it's leveled to take damage, and it's modified for what level spell you cast.
Wow.
As if we get a happy ending. Damn.
I don't think we deserve it, but I'm glad we got it.
You know, I think
I
we
mean,
were
we
good
literally
people
tore
at
up the realm for like the entire time we played. We like just unleashed plagues, released demons, and
that. No, we did. No, we
And
did
then
do
just-
good.
Until
Was
like
it?
Rasha left us, we hadn't solved any single plot line, and Rasha was like, "You guys just piss about all the time. I'm gonna go deal with my own stuff." And then we were like,
we
"Oh shit,
hadn't
he's got a point. Maybe
caused
we should
any.
finish up some."
But we hadn't actually caused problems at
That's
that
true,
point. Oh, I
that's
guess we're
true.
okay. The Avatar of Kaifon we did summon in, but
Yeah, that was kind of our fault.
yeah, that was kind of us. That was us. But the rest, we fixed the demon lords and the mind flayers. That was good. That was good. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, and you
We
stopped
destroyed the
trying to-
Wonder Walkers. Come on, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We did
True.
that.
You stopped Vecna cultists from winning the election.
We stopped Vecna cultists from winning a political election.
We
Yeah.
did do that. Yeah.
And we did fix the plague when we freed Geb.
Yeah.
We did do that. Yeah, we did
Yeah,
that.
restoring Geb, restoring a god. It's a big
We
one I
rest-
somehow missed.
We burned a theatre
We
to the
did.
ground.
We saved.
Which we all know that the arts are a plague. So
Down with the
No,
arm.
Nadan is alive and far away, being
Will
kept
be in the
somewhere by
epilogue.
Rasha, and will be in the epilogue.
Oh, the down epilogue. Exciting.
Nedepilog. The
Ah,
Nepilog.
the epilogue, my favourite end to a story.
Anyway. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming on this journey with us. Thank you, everybody, for playing and watching.
Thanks,
And we'll
everyone.
see you.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week for crying, where we'll need tissues to weep
Yes.
through our epilogues.
So much crying.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
love you.
Bye.